Showtime in 60 seconds. "45 seconds. "30 seconds. The show will start in 15 seconds, and this is your last audible warning.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
But like Walker, who's 4, he knows that, like, and you rip him away from a mom and dad because somebody gets somebody else's.
Yeah.
And then like
and he has a professional career and someone else's family becomes filthy rich. How pissed would you be, Lovey?
Lovey's on Skid Row. Oh my God.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Tuesday. Oh, a little hot. Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. I am absolutely dying. I almost went to the hospital on my way in today.
Oh, man.
I'm now, out of all the kidney stones I've had in my career, in my life, probably 15, 16, I've only had to go to the hospital twice.
So this could make it to the top 3?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to go to the hospital. If I could just continue to man up, because they do the same thing every time. Like they put you on a drip, and they put like I think they put you on a morphine drip, Dan, for the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like something they would do?
Mm-hmm.
And then they put
hydrate you too, right?
They put you on a saline, a super aggressive saline flush drip to try to get it to push on through while like on a, I don't know if it's, I think it's a morphine or Dilaudid or something.
It could be anything. Yeah. Fentanyl. It could be whatever they have.
True, but I'll tell you that. Well, I'll tell you this. As soon as they hook you up to the good stuff, you're like, oh yeah, whew. Like you feel like a little warmth about yourself, and it just like, oh yeah, because like right now it feels like somebody's putting a raw, like a dull butter knife right in my pubis area.
Do you think that it would maybe, half of the visit is, part of it's pain, part of it's the hydration. Do you think if I, maybe gave you an IV or two today, you'd feel better?
No.
Okay.
Unless you got that good stuff.
How about the laughing gas?
Good stuff, dude. Good stuff's for,
Well, I don't know. What'd you say?
I said, would the laughing gas work?
No, the laughing gas is very short term. Dan will tell you that.
Yeah, it's 5-10 minutes.
5 minutes max.
Screw that.
Yeah, that's just to take the edge off, like doing some Botox or just some localized stuff. That's not really made for. Laughing gas is like a little Band-Aid.
Oh, I didn't know if he could give you like a canister to roll around with.
Oh, I know. I mean, I think if I'm not mistaken, Dan, I think it's fairly expensive.
Yeah, it is pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And you can't just drink it. You can't just drink it. You can't just breathe it by itself.
Yeah.
You got to mix it with ooxygen. So you have 2 canisters. You'd look like an old Jacques Cousteau diver with 2 canisters and a respirator.
And I think it's like, honest to God, like it's
which would work.
It's like $500 a jug. So like Dan, like I don't want to be in there and like go through $3,000 worth of laughing gas just for my stupid ass kidney stone.
You can fix it with like $1 of Percocet.
Yeah, well, you can get it off. So this morning was really bad. So I scrounged up a few of my little perkies, whatever I got, and threw a gummy on top of it, Lummy, and I took away a lot of the pain, but I'm hurting bad. So, and when I got that podcast today too.
Yes, you do.
Molly, of course, Abby Morgan. Thank you, Abby Morgan. A very nice birthday card along with a Longhorn gift card. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. So, Lummy, I'm gonna try to make it through today. I think I'm close to passing it. I think I'm within a day or two. My urine keeps getting darker, which I think, Dan, that's blood, isn't it?
Or dehydration.
Oh. Well, I'm drinking.
Usually dark urine is dehydration.
Well, a lot of times dark urine also could be an indicator of blood.
Well, if it's dark yellow versus dark with like brown in it.
Right.
Is yours yellow, like dark yellow, like looks like you took a bunch of vitamins, or is it like dark, like got like almost like a rusty color to it?
Rusty.
Yeah, it's blood.
Yeah.
When you do pass
I've been through.
Right, you know it. You know the routine.
I've been through it so many times that yeah. So what? Let me
when
I
you do pass it, is it kind of like?
Oh, you look at it and you just want to absolutely smash it with a hammer, and you want to cuss at it because that little thing caused you so much pain. It's like you just want to just absolutely cut a big promo on it. You little stupid kidney stone. You little mother effer. You had me down for 4 straight nights. You little mother. Look at you. Look how little you are and spurry and crystal.
You sound like the Taliban talking to a Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just like, but then I don't ever throw them away because I keep them.
Of course, that's what they do.
So what were you going to say, Lummy?
I was going to say, so it doesn't feel like, like that other kind of release that you have?
Like an orgasm?
Yes, an orgasm.
Is it worth it to wait for that one moment? I mean, is this like this, 1 week buildup?
No, I mean, I would much rather take an orgasm any day. Because, I mean, an orgasm you can control when it comes out, and you can control, you can just control it all. Like, if you don't want an orgasm, then you don't masturbate or have sex. If you do want an orgasm, then you can have one when you want. Whereas a kidney stone is, you don't have any say-so as to when it goes down. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no say-so. And in fact, the worst part is what I'm going through right now when I think it's traveling through my piping, Dan, whatever that is. Is it my ureter or my urethra?
The ureter is from the kidney to the bladder, and then the urethra is the last part from the bladder to the meatus of the penis.
So I think it's past my bladder. I don't know. Is your bladder like right on top of your pubis?
It's below it, yeah.
Oh, below.
Well, I mean, it's deep to it.
Yeah.
Yes, you push above your pubis, you're pushing on your bladder. Is that what you mean? Like you push just over your pubis?
Yes.
Yeah, you're pushing on your bladder.
Now, so that's where it hurts. So do you think that it's
probably in the bladder?
In the bladder? What, the bladder, it doesn't usually hurt. The bladder's big enough not to make it, or is a bladder teeny tiny?
The bladder's big because it's a reservoir, but the problem is those little holes that go from the ureter to the bladder, or from the bladder to the urethra, and in this case from the bladder to the urethra, if it gets like intermittently blocked by your little pellet or sand spur, then it's going to hurt. Like it'll get like, it's, imagine like that crumb in the sink that's in the drain. It gets in the drain, then it splashes out, then it gets back in the drain, then it splashes out.
Yeah.
It's doing that.
So it's gone through my bladder and it's trying to get into the urethra hopper, but the urethra hopper, it's
rejecting it.
It's bigger than my urethra might be 5 or 6 millimeters, and this thing's 10.
You ever see those grinding videos on X where it's like this big machine and they put like a piece of metal in there?
They throw a truck in there?
No, smaller things like a hubcap or like a gear, and it just starts chewing at it, and that's what's happening. It's getting in, then popping out, then getting in, then popping out.
It's bouncing on my gears.
Yeah,
it's bouncing on my big crushing lobes, if you will. So once it finally goes in there, now here's the deal. Because I've had 14, 15, 16 of them. It never fails. The minute, Dan, it finally gets into there where it's traveling down the last bit of pipeway, the very end of your penis starts burning. Like I don't know why, but the very end of your, like almost somebody's got a lighter at the end of your penis.
Nice.
And when that happens, then I know I'm about 2 or 3 urinations away from it from it. And when you finally do pass it, you're sitting there, hold it, and you're you're just like, how we hold our penises. I mean, Dan probably holds his with his hand, and
yes,
we hold ours with our two fingers.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're sitting there holding it with your two fingers, and then it kind of cocks. It goes.
Oh,
as it, like
you do a 2-finger hold, not a 3-finger hold.
Maybe I might have 3, Dan, but none of us have
2 hands,
like the way you do. Well, yeah, I'm not trying to give you 2 hands.
Jeez,
we're just trying to give you 1. So I'm hoping that I pass it today or tomorrow, or I'm going to keep slamming water, and I think the little bit of pills that I took this morning, it's about 5 o'clock today. It was the worst. I was leaning over the countertop trying to put pressure on it, and I was dying. So since then, I've taken some medication, and the pain seems to have dulled a little.
What about if you jumped on your skag? Didn't the vibration help you one time?
Yeah.
Like if you just kind of maybe rode around your yard, just cutting the grass. Just letting it vibrate all day.
Well, and bouncing.
Yeah.
Like, because you bounce.
Yeah.
So.
But hydrating would help, because if you hydrate and your bladder's really full, then that opening into your urethra dilates a little bit and it'll accept the stone.
Well,
so let me give you an IV today.
No, that's okay. I don't want to. I just want to keep pounding water. I don't like. I hate IVs. I know. I hate them. That's my only vein right there. Let me.
Well, drink more Gatorade.
More Gatorade, even though it has a lot of salt and it makes you retain water?
It hydrates you better than any kind of water. Gatorade is superior hydration.
Really?
Yes.
For real?
Yes, for real. That's why it was invented.
Well, I know, but there's a lot of things that's invented that, aren't necessarily...
And they kind of changed the recipe since 1950.
Yeah, they got like a G1 and G2.
G. The original, the OG is what you need, because Dr. K discovered that salt and sugar are absorbed with water as a unit.
Well, I have one here, Bubba, if you want a real G.
But with
what color
vodka
is
in
it,
it.
though?
It's lighter than it's light pink.
It's yellow. It's yellow.
No, I don't like the lime ones.
Steve left one here the other day.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good, guys. The pain has subdued a little bit, and we're going to get through today the best we can. We got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things. One of which it was late yesterday. The WWE got rid of 22 people on the roster.
Wow.
22.
Like Google.
Well, and they're saying that this is coming from the fact that Triple H and Tony Khan and the people from the WWE world, that obviously worked for Vince or under Vince, when Vince sold the company to TKO, which is the parent company of UFC, and now TKO has stepped in, and Triple H doesn't even have booking creative, they've come in and taken over, and they think it might be the death of wrestling because these people don't understand wrestling the way the people that pretty much invented widely distributed syndicated wrestling, the McMahons, understand the wrestling business.
But do you think that this is now life support? I mean, the professional wrestling people have kind of gotten beyond that. I mean, I think it had such a huge following 15 years ago, and it just seems like it's just dwindled so significantly.
Maybe it's ebbs and flows, or it's porpoising, where it's getting ready to hit a low, and then it'll explode again in 5 more years with another gimmick. I don't know. But it's not healthy for the business. This is the story from yesterday.
Something massive must have definitely happened to compel me to make this video. And this time, that compelling factor was the fact that several major WWE superstars have been released. The total list is so extensive that it has reached 22 names, and it's possible this list could grow even longer. Here is what happened. Recently, an update suddenly surfaced revealing that a number of superstars were being released. I initially thought, surely these won't be just a few random obscure names.
Sorry for the AI. It's the only story I could find. And AI is far more eloquent than I am.
Is it real?
Oh no, it's
it's a real story.
It's just the AI's telling the story. So I sometimes I prefer to have a legitimate newscast or something like that. But AI telling the story, will stumble less than I will. especially being on a little bit of pills this morning.
True.
Okay, listen, admittedly, I'm on some pills, so I have to be this morning. So I may have a little thick tongue. I may trip up a little bit, Lummy, but I think I'll be able to pull it off okay.
Oh, of course.
Wouldn't actually release any massive stars. But let me tell you, that list completely took me by surprise. Included in the list is Kairi Sane, who is currently so deeply involved in the storyline alongside Asuka and IYO Sky that the entire narrative simply cannot proceed without her.
Which, by the way, Lummy, I didn't know what name they said.
Well, I just looked at the list of the 22, and I have no idea who they are either. Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas.
Kind of like Dan said, it's kind of shake to these no-name fleas.
Yeah.
And let's go with the stars.
I mean, are you? Say you had a grandson, Bubba, or say you had a grandson. I mean, would you be taking him to a pro wrestling match right now?
No.
Would that be on your list?
No.
I think that died with the Ringling Brothers Circus.
I think you're right.
Yet, despite that, WWE has released her. Aleister Black has also been released, a performer who had been engaged in a storyline with Randy Orton for quite some time, playing a pivotal role in establishing Orton as a heel and driving that entire narrative forward. But ultimately, he too has been released. Among the others let go are Zelina Vega and Uncle Howdy, also known as Bo Dallas. This particular release...
Lummy, Bo Dallas.
Oh, Uncle Howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I've seen enough. WWE releases 22, looks like mid-card at best, names.
It looks like all their executives are making record profits, and it looks like Nick Khan made $24 million last year.
Really?
So, yeah.
Look, I saw this video, and this drunk guy grabs this woman's ass and watch the dude without even missing a beat. So it goes over, he's drunk. And by the way, you can tell he's, you can just tell he's drunk.
Oh, yeah.
By the time you go, hold on, Renee. Woohoo, all right, okay, come on.
And you
now.
see the light bulb go off in his head where he's like, there's an ass I need to grab.
You literally can. Right here, ready? Hold on, no. Ding.
Bing.
Well, golly shucks, look at that ass right there. Okay, Jimmy, I got settled up my tab. Now let me get on out of here. Oh, wait, okay, let me go get some of this now. On my way out.
To his commercial driving rig.
Mm-hmm. On my way out. Here we go now. I'm going to run right beside her. I'm going to grab her ass, okay? It's going to be just that simple. Hey, baby, what's going on? Please leave me alone, please. Bam! Oh. Dan, did you see that?
Damn.
Did you see him eat straight wood flooring? Watch this. Hey, what's up? Please quit. Stop. Please, my husband. Bam! Lights out. I mean, he's out. Please, buddy, please. He didn't know.
You got to leave, man.
Yeah, you got to leave.
You didn't get to play pool.
Yeah, you got to leave before the cops come. Oof. Oh, damn. Wait till you see this next one. I may have to. I may not be as seamless today, where I have to stop and drink water because I get such dry. I think that's another indicator of having my kidney stone. I get such dry mouth, like just unbelievable dry mouth, where I have to wet my whistle, so to speak, to go into the next story because I'm dried out. Dan, I think it was just maybe either last week or just not too long ago that we talked about that you actually had went to Oxford for a week or two.
A couple weeks.
To do it's arguably one of the, the University of Oxford is consistently ranked as the #1 university in the world, especially when it comes to law. And even if you're just going to take a 2-week workshop, to say that you've attended Oxford or even been there is just there's no other learning institution in the world. Dan, would Harvard be a close second, or is it not even close?
Well, Oxford's just older, but Harvard is absolutely one of the top 1, 2, or 3 universities in the world. Harvard, Yale, Oxford, Cambridge.
Oh, really? How about MIT?
Again, not for college, but for engineering, MIT and Caltech are probably the two.
Purdue,
Stanford, then
right,
maybe
right.
There's some other schools after that.
So anyway, Dan has gone to Oxford. It's in England, and
beautiful too.
This bearded transgender man.
I didn't see him.
Is a lecturer. He
Nice cleavage.
So Dan, when it means that you're a lecturer, does that mean you're a teacher?
That means he may have just come in for like one day to talk about, what it's like when your beard tickles your nipples.
This is who's educating the next generation of leaders. Now, so this could be Dan. He could be full time teaching. I don't know what, but he could have just been asked to come in one time and speak of this particular about this particular process or world that he lives in, and then I guess you could probably officially call yourself a lecturer.
Oh yeah, you could. People that have like a resume, like I did a lecture at Oxford on April 2nd, 1975,
and now you're an Oxford lecturer.
Mm-hmm.
Even do it like it's like
and tutor. He's a tutor.
It's like if you become a New York Times bestseller,
right? You're always one.
You are always addressed as such. No matter if your next book doesn't sell nothing, it'll say from New York Times bestseller, Dr. Dan Diaco.
Yep, sure
Even though
does.
his second book sold 10 copies, but his first one was a New York Times bestseller. For the rest of his life, he's now can be addressed as New York Times bestseller author.
Yep,
Dr. Dan Diaco.
Exactly.
Now I don't know, and it doesn't even give me any fodder. Lummy, as to what this guy's talking about. Just said this bearded trans. Yeah, I'm going to play it right now. But it doesn't kind of even, I don't think it even gives us the lane or subject matter that potentially we're supposed, I thought maybe they give us a heads up a little bit. But
yeah, I'm going to see if
I'm in the process of putting a website together, and that is proving to be much harder than it probably should be. And the problem I'm running up against is some imposter syndrome. Classic. Basically, what does it mean to be?
And Dan, just if we were to look at the breast augmentation, just drill down on that. That is obviously probably because it's a man's shoulders and a man's, chest. That's probably way bigger than you'd ever go on any girl, just because the body is bigger, right?
Yes, and it could just be a prosthetic. It could be an outfit. That could be fake.
Oh,
because look near his neck, you can almost see a light then a dark transition. It goes dark, light, dark.
Yeah,
like he may have something on there, and the beard is hiding the transition.
So it looks like this could be like an end of it. This could be the neck portion of it, and then this could be the chest portion of it. And it looks like here, all of this does not. It looks more latexy than it looks skin-y.
Yes,
if that makes sense.
It looks like he's been working. He's been a lecturer in biochemistry at Oxford since 2023.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's a real professor.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Dan, what's biochemistry?
Biochemistry is the chemistry of the body, of the cells. It's like respiration.
So it would be like it's
a very high end thing.
Is that a medical space?
Yes, it's his medical space, and it's very high end.
Yeah.
Expert in something, because.
But this is how I picture Bubba. This is how I picture everyone with a British accent: a beard and boobs.
Yeah.
Because it's such a feminine accent. He sounds so feminine, but that's a normal British accent.
Used to me, at what point I
think he's got a prosthetic set of knockers, and it's just he could be a very smart lecturer.
I'm sure he's brilliant. But cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I can't get past any of this to be able to pay attention.
Describe myself as an expert in something. I have expertise in things. Like I've been teaching plenty. My chemistry's pretty solid, but I think I still have this feeling that declaring myself an expert in something is a little bit uncomfortable, and I don't quite know on what basis I would feel comfortable doing that.
Now, let me just say this. Now, this isn't my cup of tea. I don't think it really is any of our cup of tea, but it certainly is this guy's cup of tea, and he has every right to do it. But wouldn't you, if you're going to be in this lane, so to speak, or this is going to be your cup of tea, so to speak, wouldn't you want to look the best that you could if you're in, like, okay, once you've committed to being in this game, then rather than to have a scraggly-ass beard and a mustache and, why don't you lean into it and try to be more feminine and get rid of the facial hair and, get rid of some of the mustache and the goatee and the side hair, and maybe wear a woman's wig? Wouldn't you like it's like you
respect the effort better?
Yeah, well,
yes,
like make it more believable.
Right. It's just like they just want to be a caricature of a woman. Because like what defines a woman in out and about in clothing? It's her breasts. You don't see the vagina, you just see the breasts. And for him
or
to
their
put
face,
or their face, but the difference between a guy and a girl's body
is boobs,
is breasts,
right.
essentially. Because guys and girls can be skinny or
sure,
fat.
Absolutely.
They, there's men that are actually men that walk around and could wear a dress because they have such a thin
right.
body, but they don't.
Like is it Dark Match Steve Lemmy?
Yes.
He's very feminine. Like he's got little skinny hips. Like he could be a woman.
Yeah.
Very
muscular. Yeah.
But the caricature element of this is what makes them look like clowns.
Right.
And even a normal woman would never wear that dress. With a plunging neckline down to below her breasts. I mean, it's inappropriate. Let alone showing off your big, giant, fake prosthetic breasts with your stupid-ass beard.
So
it doesn't make sense.
I'm like, Matt, if you want to be taken seriously in the space, you're a very highly educated person, that comes from a very prestigious university, lean into it. It's like you're almost kind of clowning the space that you're in, because if you really were to lean into it, I think you'd put more effort forward than just, getting a prosthetic set of boobs and being an obvious distraction.
And there are beautiful transgender women walking around the world, and there are very feminine looking transgender women walking around the world. And so, but these people that do this half-ass part where they like have a beard and look so especially masculine in the face, and then walk around with giant prosthetic breasts and an inappropriate outfit and nail polish is a joke to me.
Yeah,
this is a joke. And we, as a society, the sick part about it is we're trying, at least part of society is trying to normalize that. And that back in the day would be thrown off the cliff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody's trying to be, everybody's trying to be cooler with regards to that. Everybody, some of us old school people that normally would be like, man, that is just, whatever, however we would address it. But in getting older, Dan, and the generation that all these generations are certainly changing from what we were. We don't want to be Johnny old guy, get off my lawn. We want to be like, okay, I get it. I can understand where somebody might want to do that. Okay, that's not necessarily my gig, but you know what, buddy? As long as you're not hurting anybody, go ahead. But I want you to go all in with it instead of being half-assing it. That's almost disrespectful to what you're trying to do, in my opinion.
And lots of people, seem to be quite happy with this. They'll sort of declare themselves experts in all sorts of things. Although I would also say that I think
you're right, Dan. This is a complete prosthetic deal, because I can see it wiggling a little bit, and the whole unit wiggles. The whole unit wiggles.
Come across people who declare themselves experts in things, but when you actually talk to them or you see what they're saying, the reality is not necessarily that.
What, Dan?
Actually, you can see the line too.
What's he trying to say? What is this dude trying to say?
He doesn't like to be called an expert in anything, so he's certainly not an expert in cross-dressing.
And there are some people who would not say they're experts in things and who actually turn out to be absolutely experts in all sorts of things. So I guess the question I have is, if you're...
here we go. About time, minute 13. I guess the question I have is, okay, go ahead, say it.
Someone who has overcome that, or who has reached a point where you feel like you're an expert in something, what is the kind of special sauce you found that got you over the line? Is it, I don't know, just time, experience, specific work you've done? Maybe it's just a mindset shift of some description. What was it that...
All right, I'm out of here. He wants to get everybody's opinion people that feel they're experts at something because they've done something 10,000 hours or something like that, and they feel that they're an expert in whatever that could be. It could be mowing your front lawn. It could be clipping your toenails. It could be that you've put 10,000 set of breasts on a woman. It could be that you have 100,000 hours behind a microphone. Whatever. He's trying to get people to engage him, to solicit comments and engage him virally, and tell him what is your glue that keeps you together, or what are your determining factors that make you an expert in your opinion, to get people in to engage into his channel. That's stupid. Asking people, questions that, so they can start comments on your stupid ass, woke ass, whatever the hell you are. Stupid.
Mad, yeah.
Absolutely
Stupid
stupid. I saw this. I saw this.
Now, she looks more. She's more of a woman than he
Hold
is.
on. I saw this yesterday, and I was like, "Oh my God, I don't want to meet. Like, I don't want to come across over here like I'm sucking Big Magadee. I really don't. You know, and I think what Jimmy Kimmel did to Melania was absolutely horrible. She just shows how good of a no good piece of crap he is. Now, should that make ABC have to fire Jimmy? No. Jimmy has the right to say it. Now he's going to pay for it. Jimmy's going to pay for it, as he should. That was very shocking and very unclassy and very not cool.
But don't they have a standards clause? And if he
No.
doesn't meet their standards, then they can can him.
Within ABC.
That's what
yes,
I'm saying.
But hold on.
So ABC can fire him.
Within ABC. But the federal government shouldn't have anything to do with Jimmy Kimmel getting fired, meaning putting pressure on ABC to fight. No, that needs to be an internal ABC thing. But that being said, we're going to get down that road too here in a little bit. But Lummy, I was looking for some prep last night, and I saw this.
Yeah, I saw her too. I saw her because that one chick is the one interviewing her, I believe.
Oh, now here's
The one that got beat up.
No. It's like Caitlin, I think her name is. Caitlin
and
Bennett.
Lummy, it's my understanding that this woman just talks, and they don't even really know what they're talking about.
No.
And they just talk in circles. And then so if you're like, okay, well, I'm not here to cover you. I'm just here to cover the event. And I don't have an opinion either way on what you guys are protesting about. Well, see, now you're super MAGA. Because, you can't win. You can't even be like a regular journalist that's there covering these people's protesting and not getting involved at all. Just taking footage of them protesting. They'll come up to you and accost you. What are you doing here? Well, I have every right to be here.
You think this lady's sexual?
Oh no, this woman, I think she's Roppy Top, A-Rop, Doppy Top. Roppy Top,
Yep.
A-Rop, Doppy Top.
Well, I tip my hat to her gynecologist.
He was a good guy, even though he's a... Bubba the Love Sponge.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Trying to get rid of this motherfucker, Danny.
Good luck.
Tampa Rob, 61 months. I just look at that and I just can't imagine that, she has a sexual bone in her body. How's her face look? I thought at first when I saw this yesterday or last night, I thought it was like one of those fake masks that they put on people. Remember the clumps?
Right. It looks like a fat costume.
Yeah.
It looks that bad. She looks like, or you see the Ryan Reynolds, Just Friends?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like that.
Yeah, he has this
Exactly. He's fat as a kid.
Yeah. Because that's what I kind of thought it was. When I first saw it, when I was going there, I was like, oh, this is fake.
This can't be real. This can't be fucking real. Alright, I gotta call the police. Good morning. Holy yoke. Attack of the dog. Pippy short stroker. I feel like I'm saying hi to you like the Roadrunner saying hi to the coyote right before we check in.
Morning, little bug.
Chub it up. Jesse.
PayPal, Venmo, Cash App.
Ripset.
All dollars and cents go to fixing Dr. Dan's eyeball.
There's Rusty Tank.
We'll bring up his spirits.
Black guy. Callie, Glow Bug, I think it's hi.
Good morning, Greg D, Dirt Merchant.
Decap. Chub it up.
What's up?
No longer success.
No.
Oh, there's
Jack.
Triple J.
But just peeing helps because it
Takes the pressure off.
takes a little bit of the pressure off.
Morning, Yender.
Alright, Mike from Mass. What's up, Mike from Massachusetts?
Dollar will lift Dr. Dan's spirits up. Yeah, probably Snook.
Snook, Derek Merchant, Carly Hall, good morning, Smoke Slayer, Big and Greasy, Big Buck, Kenny Powers, Grady too, Pedro, Iggy and Creatine, Big Red, good morning guys. Neil Montplaisir, Kitty's all. 305, Austin Wolf.
Hey, Austin Wolf. Hey, Austin Wolf.
Wolf, we need to get you back over here.
Heather Spin. Roderick.
I mean, how tall is that fence that separates? About 4 foot?
Let's see. It goes right up to pretty much like my nipple. I'd say 5 foot. 4.5, 5 foot.
We should pull that and put it over to the house.
John K. Steele.
That works.
Greg Midnight Sun.
Yeah, I'd say it's 5 foot because I kind of gave it a put my arms on it.
Did he put it in concrete?
Probably, but it doesn't
No, I'm
help him.
I'm just gonna have put some different fencing up at the new place. I got a couple spots I need to look at.
What kind of fencing is it?
I'm gonna.
Is it like wood? Is it like steel? Is it like a side like horse fencing?
Well, I have 2 different fence applications. I need some chain link fence put some at one spot, and then I need a vinyl fence put somewhere. But we'll get into that.
No, not that one, Austin. The one back there, the old goat pen. You said it's not hard, Bubba, to take down that thing back there.
Huh?
It's not hard at all.
Okay, but does he do vinyl?
Yeah, I think so.
Whether you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, Sunbelt Rentals is committed to making it easy to get the tools and equipment you need. With a vast network of locations across the U.S. and Canada, no one brings more yes to your project. Our broad inventory and dedicated team of experts makes equipment rental absolutely available, positively reliable, and unquestionably easy. Visit sunbeltrentals.com to reserve your equipment or find a location near you.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all of the Bubba Army. Now returns.
I had a big pee just a minute ago, and it was 2 tumblers full. Because when you get down to it like this, you got to pee into a tumbler so you can catch it. So you can catch the stone.
How big is a tumbler?
Just one of the what are these? What are these kinds?
Oh, really? 2 of those?
Yeah, I just filled 2 of those.
Wow, you had to go.
Yeah, well,
so you're hydrating?
Yo, I'm hydrated, yeah.
Because you never get up and go to the bathroom during the show. I mean, you're able to sit there for 4 hours like a good kid in the car.
So, but with kidney stones causes frequent urination.
Yeah, frequency. You get urgency. We're like, I got pee. You like have to run to the bathroom. With the stone.
No, just that you got to pee, and I took a double Flomax to try to see. I know all the tricks of the trade just because I've had them for so long. So I took 2 Flomaxes instead of 1 today, hoping I could maybe get some extra.
Does it open that sphincter a little bit more?
Well, not my sphincter, but
no, there's a sphincter between the bladder and the urethra.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, there's a sphincter everywhere. We got all kinds of sphincters.
And I know
it's
that.
It's not just the last one of the GI tract.
The
There's
most
a couple
popular
of them.
sphincter.
That's the fun sphincter, but there's other sphincters in our world.
So is a sphincter not a? It's a act of meaning like it's.
No, it's a muscular control valve essentially.
Right. That's what a sphincter is.
Yeah.
So wherever that application may be, like whether it's, I gotta think there might be some in our throats. Maybe I'm trying. Okay.
There's one at the end of your esophagus going into your stomach.
Right.
There's one at the end, at the bottom of your stomach going into your small intestines.
So I'm holding my sphincter from my ureter to my urethra or whatever the hell.
From your bladder to your urethra, there's a sphincter.
I hope, yeah, because I'm.
That way we can stop. Otherwise, you'd be peeing all over yourself all day long.
Yeah. So anyway,
anything you can control.
I don't know what I only watched a little bit of it, and I was just like, you know what? I think I want this for tomorrow's show, just because. I mean, it's funny.
Yes, it is.
And I just love stuff like this.
I'm not giving you any answers. I don't think anyone here wants to give you answers. You're literally
Man, this is today's college generation. These are the kids that are in college.
Oh my!
These are the kids that are in college right now. This is. What is it?
Wait, she's not in college, dude. She's like 50.
No. I think she's probably less than 30.
Oh, come on.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to agree with Bubba.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on. This looks like a 50-year-old. Like
no. She's in college.
Really?
But what do they call those? Gen.
I don't know. I don't know.
Millennials? No, not millennials.
Gen Zs?
I think they're Gen Zs. Yeah, these are the current administration, Gen Z.
I just picture her standing in front of the mirror before she leaves the house and saying, "Yeah, I nailed it."
Oh, yes. Here we go.
I'm not giving you any answers. I don't think anyone here wants to give you answers. You're literally talking to me right now. I know, because I'm telling you that I don't want to give you any answers. Nobody here wants to give you answers. It's Donald Trump's birthday. You're better to move on. No. You're better to move on. No. This is not the right place for you. Aren't you all about inclusivity? That's the paradox of inclusivity. Okay. The paradox of tolerance. Have you heard of that? What is so wrong with me that I shouldn't be welcome here?
See, Dan, doesn't she eat her own logic a little bit? In the fact that, like, you're eating your own logic, and the fact the lifestyle that you want to live, and the thing in your protest, that what you're doing right now, and your ability to protest, and you have every right to do all that, and it seems like it's peaceful. You guys can sit there and do all that, all you want, but I also have the right to be able to cover what you guys are doing peacefully.
She's highlighting what I said the other day: is that they beat their chests as being the most tolerant group in the world, and yet they're intolerant of anyone that disagrees with them.
Right. Or intolerant with anybody that just tries to document what they're doing.
Right. And they can't clearly articulate the goals, purpose, and ultimate outcome of what they're vying for.
Right.
Because we don't have to tolerate intolerance. Go on. What about me specifically? Should I not be welcome here? You are here questioning why people are here peacefully demonstrating. We have the right to be here peacefully demonstrating. Everyone here is
and I have the right to peacefully cover you peacefully protesting.
And ask you why you're here.
I have every right to try to gather information in a journalistic type way, as I've done. I'm an established journalist. This woman has a bunch of stuff published, and I'm just making this a newsworthy piece. But you can't have the best of both worlds there, sweetie.
literally telling you why they're here with their signs, with their very presence. And yet here you are, getting in people's faces, keeping them away from what's...
Let me, never in my... Now, I didn't see any of this before, but in this entire conversation she's had with this woman, she's respected her distance. Her microphone's actually even a little bit longer than the standard microphone to give you a little bit more distance.
Yep.
I don't see that this person has invaded anybody's space at all.
Important. And so I'm done with you now, and I really just suggest you got your 15. No, because this is all about love, and so I should be welcome. Yeah.
Thank you.
You guys came up to me. Why do they always come up to me and then tell me to stop filming or tell me to leave? How are you today?
You're doing wonderful. How are you?
Is that...
Oh yeah, watch this guy.
Yeah, the orange.
And then Dan, listen. So Dan, when you these type of people, when you start getting down a path or a question that they don't want to answer, then they just completely shut off and blame it all on you.
They turn on you,
and they get triggered. They trigger so easily.
Foundation, or is that Cheeto dust?
It's Cheeto dust. Of course, it's Cheeto dust. Absolutely, I'm sure.
Tell us about why you're wearing this and what inspired it.
Because I am very anti-Trump. I'm for democracy in America. I don't want kings. I don't want dictatorship. So I'm here to support America and the people that need the help that we're not getting sometimes.
Oh.
Now hold on. Now Dan, listen. As much as I probably don't agree with what he said, I respect on how in his professionalism of talking about his cause.
He's a human talking about another human and talking to another human humanely.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's actually fitting into the society and the dynamics of society. Whereas before, the Goodyear, she was an absolute failure of upbringing.
Yeah, so this guy here, as whack job as you may think he is, I appreciate how eloquent and how genuinely
a peaceful member of society,
or thoroughly described what he believes in and why he's protesting.
Yep.
Okay, and how is Trump exhibiting king-like behavior?
He's doing king-like behavior by having military parade would be a good idea. National Guard going out, not following the Constitution, several things.
Okay, all right.
No, and again,
did he really articulate anything?
No, but you know what? No, he didn't. Like I was getting ready to say, he didn't say anything there. He doesn't even know what he's saying. But here's the deal: he's being polite, and he's being hasn't reverted to name calling and hasn't kicked her out of the event yet.
It's his birthday today.
I know.
Do you have a happy birthday message?
When is Donald Trump's birthday? Maybe this is way older than I thought it was.
I
think it's September, isn't it? Hey Alexa, when's Donald Trump's birthday?
Donald Trump's birthday is on June 14th.
Oh man, this is a long time ago.
I hope I see your obituary in the paper tomorrow.
Oh yeah. So Dan, this guy now this guy flips. Check it out. It's been cool up until now, right? Everybody's been pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now listen.
Do you have a happy birthday message to him?
I hope I see your obituary in the paper tomorrow.
Ooh.
Okay.
That'd be a message, yeah.
Okay, so you hope that this is his last birthday.
Well, I don't want him dead. I just want him not in office anymore.
Okay. Well, obituary would mean...
Then he realizes he may have hey, listen, I probably shouldn't have said that.
Probably shouldn't have made it dead.
I'm probably going to get doxxed.
My joke.
I'm going to get doxxed by 60 million MAGA guys. They're going to completely lock up every one of my bank accounts. Right? If as passionate as people that hate Trump, there's just as many passionate people that like him.
I'd like to know what this guy does for a living, or just collects checks from the government. You know what I mean? Like, what does he do?
Probably
dead.
I know. I was being sarcastic. I would like him out of office.
Out of office.
Yeah.
Would you like J.D. Vance to be the president?
No,
then?
I would not.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would you like to be the president?
Kamala Harris right now, but she didn't win. But
Can I point out something that we say no kings and no authoritarianism, but Kamala Harris, no one voted for her.
Yes, they did. Half the country voted for her, so let's not go there.
No one was voted for her to be the nominee.
Yes, they did.
Isn't that what, authoritarian?
You're going down the wrong road right now with me. I wouldn't go any further.
What does that mean?
So now
I'm not going to talk anymore. That's what it means.
Hold on.
I just think it's ironic that no one voted for her to be the nominee.
So here's the deal. He's not even right because she's right, because one of the big knocks, even our good friend John Morgan, a very large, Democratic donor to the tune of, I think he donated $5 million to Obama. I mean, Dan, when you're writing $5 million checks to candidates, I mean, that's you got some influence. You can.
Yeah, I'm going to change my middle name to Obama.
So anyway, yeah. So he's not even correct in his arguing or in his reasoning, and the fact that she's correct that the Democrats the public didn't get a chance to pick who they wanted to be for the primary.
Correct. They did. They picked somebody.
Right.
They picked Joe Biden, and then when they realized that their pick sucked and he couldn't handle himself in the debate, then they were like, they had sort of, buyer's remorse. And they literally traded in a used pair of sneakers for a pair of, shiny Chinese-made roller skating sneakers.
Okay.
They just selected her like a king gets selected, right?
But keep it yourself, okay? Bye. Have a good day. See ya. Take care.
Eva, what's your other sign say?
You don't need to see it.
Okay.
Any business.
All right, thank you so much. What crimes have they committed?
No, this is the best. This is the best. This dude right here. Like,
The sad thing
Dan,
is that all this is in Florida.
Dan.
Is it really?
Dan, wait till you see this dude. He doesn't even know. Like his buddy, you know what? Let me just scream. Remember, I had that guy who ran a company that that legitimately has a protest company,
paid protesters,
and they make the signs and they tell you where to stand and the whole 9 yards. So like they even make the signs and hand them out to you a couple blocks down the road. Then they tell you go down there and they pay you like I think it's $50 an hour. It's for
I think that's what he said. Yeah, $50 an hour.
No, it might be. It's either $50 an hour
or $250 a day or something.
No. It's either $50 an hour or it's.
He was saying it was $50 an hour.
It's $50 all in for 2 hours.
Well, he was saying that it depends on how long the protest is. It's $50 an hour.
There's different packages that you can buy.
Yeah.
As the client, there's different packages you can buy. Like, okay, I'm going to buy 100 people that have 15 signs, and this company makes the signs, rounds up the 100 people, and then they all meet somewhere in a shuttle bus, and they bus them in. And they bust him in. And remember, I had that guy. I had the CEO of that company. So any protest that you see, there's a good chance that most of that protest isn't even people that understand what they're protesting. That they're paid actors to be there.
And saying that in 3 years ago, you were a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, but
it's been proven.
But here's the deal: I had a guy on my podcasting show that owned one of the largest crowd, I think is it called crowd? I'm
looking it up right now.
I forget what it's called. I'll find it for me. But it's how you hire a crowd and signs, and then Dan, you gotta provide X amount of bottles of water. Like they got it down. But just think about all the protests that we see on TV or we see just wherever. First of all, I never see any going on. Like you never see any. I never see crowds gathering in Tampa.
No, not usually.
Yeah. But so just think that they're bought and paid for. They're bought and paid for.
Trump? Crowds on demand. Yeah. Crowds on demand. Yeah. Adam Schwartz.
So again, Dan, like you said, 3 years ago, if I would have said, man, crowds, all protesting crowds are not real. They're paid protesting, and they get paid to be there. They'd be like, man, you're whatever, Bubba. Just making excuses because people are protesting outside your building last week. But that would really be freaky, wouldn't it? If the
you could pay them to do a fake protest in front of your
I like all
show to get it covered.
I like all the trolls. We should have troll. Come on, have all the trolls that hate us in the various spots.
Oh, just have them.
Have them all come out here, and we'll cater it. We'll be nice to them. But just to show how much we suck, how cool would it be if we had like 16 guys out there? Bubba sucks and all the bad things they say about me.
Yeah, and they taunt us when we're walking in.
Yeah. Just just stay on your side of the fence.
Yeah.
What crimes have they committed?
Trump?
Yeah, the ones in the Oval Office. What crimes have those people committed?
You want to look it up on Wikipedia? There's like a list.
I mean, Dan, this dude doesn't even know it. Doesn't even know why he's there.
Can't articulate one. And by the way, if my kid uses Wikipedia on a paper, she gets an F. That's how good of a source of Wikipedia is.
What if you just read Wikipedia just to look at it, to have some thought, a beginning reference point if you're working on something, and
that's fine.
And then reverse engineer it and learn it the correct way. But go look at least
same with AI.
At least see what Google says about said topic.
Right, but if you cite that as a source,
if that's your position, then you're in big trouble.
Right.
Well, you made the sign, so I'm asking you.
It's true. I'm at a protest, though.
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything. I'm here for my community.
Okay, so you make...
Nothing screams more than, I'm at a protest that... what's that crowd? What's the company called?
Crowd on Demand.
The Crowd on Demand is paying me $50 or $100 to be here. So, you should go to Crowd on Demand. And if you want to be hey, listen, Lummy, we should give them some free advertising. they're probably always looking for people.
Oh,
don't
they
you think?
are. Yeah, they are.
Crowd on demand's always looking for. I mean, if you can basically stand up, and I'm assuming you can't be a convicted felon or a child molester or you have to have a clean record. But I'm thinking you could go to be on Crowd on Demand. Can you imagine it? Just okay, let me at 11 o'clock you got to be here. That's 11 to 1. And then at 3 o'clock you got to be here, and you could do like 2 a day.
I'd love to see you out there doing it. Just people recognizing you on your different protests.
I could never do it because I would get too tired. I would just be like, oh my God,
You're not really an outdoor dog, are you?
I'm not an outdoor dog at all.
A sign about people being criminals, but you don't know what you made it for.
All right, so I make a sign supporting my community and the people in it. Yeah. And I'm not ashamed.
I know. You shouldn't be ashamed of your sign. I'm just asking what
Sir, do you even know what your sign says?
crimes they have committed.
I don't have to list them to you. You can simply look it up.
Have you done research?
It's all over the media.
Yeah, so I was just asking him, he's holding the sign, if he could just tell me what crimes people in
the real criminals are in the Oval Office. That's what the sign he's carrying. The real criminals are in the Oval Office. So she's just asking, okay, well, can you cite some of those examples, bud? No, dude, you need to go look it up yourself, man.
the Oval Office have committed. You're holding it, so I thought maybe you could give it to me quickly.
I'm good.
You want to overcomplicate everything and break it down, but it's very easy.
Is the generation, Lummy, that's, the middle schoolers and the high schoolers, are they stupid?
It looks like it. It looks like they're getting stupider.
Our kids.
Wait, this is Bubba. This is the generation that had to do online classes for a year and a half. This is a generation that no one has ever said no to them. This is the generation that hasn't had to memorize their phone number or their address because their phone tells them everything to do.
Well, this
is the generation that has no goddamn spine.
Hold on. This is also the generation that probably didn't have to memorize their social security number.
No, right? They never had a freaking job.
Right. This is the generate. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
This is the generation that we're embarrassed about. And this is the generation, someone talked, I read something about, high-functioning people. And the difference between high-functioning people like you and me, Bubba, is not that we're smarter than everybody else. It's that when we're tired.
You're not going to put Lummy in there?
And Lummy.
Okay, thanks, you.
But it's not that we, and this is the thing, it's not that we're smarter than anyone else. It's that when we're tired, we push on. And the opposite type of person gives up
kind of like
and
me.
Quits.
Not that, please don't anybody think that I'm just trying to be narcissistic and but a lot of people in my position would have probably not came in and done a radio show and gone to the emergency room and taken care of this kidney stone. And I can't go there
right
till after the show because I feel obligated. I feel an obligation to our customers and to our fans and to our listeners and the people that are invested into the show. I feel responsible to come in, give them a show, and then I can take care of my kidney stone later. A lot of people, I know a lot of men that have called in work for a kidney stone. Because some men come in all different shapes or sizes, right, Dan?
Yes.
This new generation, you're right. They've never been told no.
Mm-mm.
They got participation trophies.
And as soon as they get frustrated, they can quit, and no one pushes them to go further because they just say, "Oh, I have anxiety."
And not a one of them has gotten their ass whipped. When your dad used to whip that ass a little bit. Listen.
But Bubba, what are you calling sick? Once every 2 years? Some people call in sick every Monday.
Yeah.
And love me, I've seen you like a superhero go 2 days without stopping.
Did you know Larry Plummer? I think he has the world record at Warsaw.
For the Parks Department?
Well, no, like for the city.
Oh, yeah.
So he works for the entire municipality of Warsaw, right? I think the budget's like $6.5-7 million.
He takes 1/10 of it.
No, I don't know what his park department gets as far as what their appropriated budget is, but what were we talking about again? Let me damn.
How he probably has never missed a day.
Oh yeah, hold on. So he's been there 40 plus years. He's been working for the city of Warsaw for 40 plus years through 6 different mayors, because Larry's a job where the mayor comes in a lot of times will hire his buddy or his uncle, his cousin, or when somebody wins the mayorship of these, like Bob Buckhorn, if he would win, he could make his grandson in charge of the park department with a big cushy job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So these people serve the pleasure of the mayor. So Larry is such a badass that 6 mayors have kept him. Like
Wow.
that's an all-time world record. That six mayors know how good, because they see the parks, and you can instantaneously, when you pull into Warsaw, Indiana, and you go down to what the main park is called Central Park. It's kind of what the whole town's kind of built around this park, Dan, with the lake. That's what the whole town's kind of built around it. And Larry's in charge of of the maintenance of the Warsaw Park Department, and they keep like your time off and your vacation time, and they keep all that in a computer system, and you got like a portal that you can go to in the city to see your time off and your sick pay, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The city's got a portal for employees. Do you know Larry has, because I think you get like maybe 4 or 5 sick days a year. Like Dan, the municipality gives you like 5 sick days a year. Okay,
Yeah, like 2 weeks of vacation and a week of sick.
No, well then like a couple, like in today's world, they have like a mental health day. No, they really do.
I believe
they
it.
have like a mental health day. So they have like just like a 3-day, it's just crazy. Well, Larry doesn't believe in any of that stuff, right?
No.
Larry, when the day that he retires, which is probably going to be like in the next 5 to 7 years, they're going to owe him 10 years worth of salary.
So literally, Larry could retire and probably.
Well, he's going to get when he does retire, his pension's going to be for the rest of his life, like the 90% of your top 5 earning. So I mean, he's got, and that's for the rest of your life. Not to mention, I think the minute you quit, if you work for a police agency or the school system or the state government, if you work for a state government, when you get into that drop program, Lemmy, have you ever heard of that?
No.
Where the cops get into the drop program.
No, what's that?
And they got to work like a final 5 years, and it's like some kind of matching, and I don't know, but cops walk away with like $750,000.
Amy Godwin, $20. Thanks for going to work.
Thank you, my friend.
Holding a sign that says people are criminals. He's doing Nazi hand gestures to Trump, and that when.
Hold on. When?
Good question.
Listen, sweetheart. I'm not sticking up for Trump one bit. Like, you have every right to think he's a piece of shiz. You go, girl. But now you're just being stupid. You're stupid. Now you're just stupid.
Doing Nazi hand gestures to Trump, and that when.
And I think we can all attest that he's never done that.
No, I think she's confusing with Elon.
Lack of empathy thing. You know what I'm talking about.
He's doing
it's all
Nazi
over. It's
hand
videos
gestures?
all over the internet. He does
Trump
the hand
is.
thing. Yes, he does. And you can sit here and overcomplicate
Now, and let me look how professional that sign looks.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
it and make it a difficult thing, but it's not that.
He's 18. He's 18. If you want to know
Great,
what
they're
issues that we're
adults.
having, the Monuments Clause, they're not following that. They're not following due process for immigrants.
They are.
They're also not allowing Congress to take care of their own rights, which is to make sure that everything is appropriate correctly and that all the departments that
Johnny American Flag's really putting a buzz. Really putting a buzz.
He's probably leading the protest.
He's not even American, and he can't even articulate a sentence clearly.
Yeah. So, what?
He's messing with his words.
Nice knowing you. Way too much for me. How about this, man?
Exactly. She was a little slut.
Oh my God.
Is that Diana Rosini?
Yeah, Diana Rosini, and everybody knows the big Mike Vrabel deal, and Now, here's my only question: she's done, right? She's done.
Yeah, she got fired.
She got fired. Yeah,
probably her husband's divorcing her.
Well, I mean, yeah, she got fired, and he's probably going to divorce her. And she really, really is going to end up. She's going to be like the Bubba the Love Sponge on the sex tape. You know what I'm saying? And listen. And Vrabel, think about this: the Patriots aren't going to fire him, right?
No.
His wife probably isn't going to leave him because she knows that raising. I think they got a couple babies. And raising.
Got 3 kids.
Yeah, it's just we're gonna. You can bet that he's going to therapy and counseling and having a baby face, and she, really jumped through a lot of hoops right now, and she's probably really laying the coals to him, but she's not going to leave him. So he keeps his job, and he doesn't lose his wife. And what's old girl, man? I don't know, and I don't see that. And here's the deal, man. If the Patriots were to fire Vrabel, don't you think, Lummy, he'd have a job? And
I beg for the Bucks to fire Todd Bowles to get Vrabel.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they'd be so lucky.
Exactly.
They'd be so lucky. He can have 6 wives. I don't care.
So think about this.
None of my business.
So think about this. Like, one, the Patriots know how valuable he is, right? So this isn't really. It's not illegal. It's not, it's not against the law. Now, ethically, yes, with you're married, and so you've cheated on your husband and your wife, or vice versa. But that's the only person that should really have an issue with this would be your significant other and your family. That's it. Your employer should have nothing to do with this,
unless they have those clauses, just like the Kimmel clause. If there's some kind of some sort of behavior, ethical, can't bring shame to the company kind of clause.
Well, so anyway, I kind of feel sorry for Rossini a little bit.
Do you? She nailed 3 coaches on the same team? You feel bad for her?
Well, we don't know if they were the same team.
Yeah,
She'd like to get around. She'd like to get the inside source.
Fresh allegations against Diana Rossini surfaced. The NFL Insider landed in hot water after Page 6 shared a series of photos earlier this month holding hands and hugging Mike Vrabel at a resort, and that was the one in Arizona. That was the first one that got everybody all churned up.
Yep.
Rossini said the images lacked context and that a larger group was present at the resort. She later resigned from her role at the Atlantic, admitted an investigation into her conduct. So when they started investigating, she knew that it was she knows probably what they were gonna probably find. Listen, you don't resign in the when they first start the investigation unless you know with whatever they find in investigation is going to get you fired, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if you resign, then Dan, maybe they stop the investigation because there's no reason to investigate you now because you're no longer an employee,
right? And all the information is not going to be leaked to the media.
Well, yeah,
unfortunately for her, they didn't stop.
So did it get leaked?
Well, there's a guy selling his photo. I guess the private investigator for the last 6-7 years, I guess, has all these pictures on her.
So anyway, just make a long story short, she supposedly slept with 2 other coaches. This Diana Rossini.
Yeah, that might be Sean McVay, the Rams coach, and I believe Nick Caserio.
So the Rams coach.
Yeah, that's who they're speculating.
She just goes after the really good coaches.
She's smart.
Now, will they look into it? How
can they? Yeah, they probably will look into it. There would be the reporters. I think there's going to be some reporters really hammering it to get that scoop.
But remember the story, Bubba, when Barbara Walters admitted to sleeping with half the people she interviewed?
No, yes, and
we didn't think anything less of her interviews.
Yeah, I don't think this poor girl. Well,
Barbara Walters sleeping with what's the black comedian, Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor, yeah. And Charlie Murphy is one told the story.
Yeah,
because Charlie Murphy used to hang out with Richard Pryor. He came on our show on Sirius XM in 07 and just blurted out, didn't he, Lummy?
Yeah, him and the other guy
about how Richard Pryor used to blast Barbara Walters.
Yep.
And so think about this, man. Barbara Walters is kind of older, astute, classy, Manhattan socialite. That's how she, would you guys not agree? That's kind of how she kind of spun herself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Hooking up with a black guy in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
As racial as things were back then. And, listen, society has gotten way more tolerant on what's normal.
Well, I remember watching Spock kiss Lieutenant Uhura, whoever her name was, the black girl on Star Trek. I'm like, oh, I can't believe I just saw a white guy kiss a black guy. I remember that episode, and it was the first time that a black man had ever kissed a white woman on national TV.
Yeah, I mean,
and it was a monumental moment.
So, there's is it Mike McVay?
Oh, Sean McVay.
Sean McVay from the Rams. That's one of the two we know for a fact. And who's the other one we don't really know?
I don't know the guys. I don't know what he does. I got to look him up.
But they're two NFL coaches. So not only did she blast, the head coach of New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel, and that's what she pretty much resigned over. And now it's getting unearthed that she indeed slept with a couple other NFL coaches.
It's alleged. There's no real proof.
Now, so when they make these allegations, what are they using for proof?
They're using pretty much here. Like, I guess you could say hearsay.
I heard
people talking about this coach is, saw maybe going into a room with her or things like that at a hotel.
Is she hot? I mean, that picture's not too flattering.
Not really. I don't think she's very hot. Do you,
No, not really.
Yeah.
And I think she's just easy.
I'm kind of glad she. Well, yeah. I shouldn't really.
You got to think. You got all these football coaches all horned up. They're all with each other for a whole week. It's a bunch of dudes.
Hold on. You know what? I found an angle. See, I didn't want to hate her. Just now. Hold on. Hear me out. Just hear me out. Everybody, hear me out. I just didn't want to hate her because of the big scandal that she's involved in. I just didn't want to. I wanted to give her a little bit of a break. But I needed some wiggle room as to why I was going to hate her, and I came up with it.
Why is that?
Well, think about how disruptive she's going to have been to families and children, and
homewrecker.
Yeah,
is that what you call her, homewrecker?
Yeah. This woman's going to probably destroy a lot of children's expectations of their father. Or the way they view their father.
Oh, true.
Right?
Yeah.
Or the way the team respects the coach.
Right.
And here's the other problem. You're talking about two guys that have won Super Bowls, and they have a lot of clout in the NFL. But if you take that guy that's, an NFL hero and just keep whittling away at him because, he keeps making mistakes like with this lady, that loses his ability to really instill a sense of what's right and wrong to the athletes. One of the reasons that some of these draft picks failed is because they kept getting arrested or getting in trouble. And it's hard to control a 24-year-old millionaire. And one of the ways of doing it, like Dungy did it, was leading by example and having a stellar personal and professional standing. And when you have your coach just slamming reporters, it takes from that culture.
Is that what happened to Raheem Morris when he was here?
Yeah, it is.
Wines that burns
Zero respect because he was partying with the players.
Yeah.
He lost all the respect to the team. I ain't going to do nothing. I was drinking with him last night. He's not going to get mad at me because my toes ain't on the line or I dropped this pass. They lose the respect. You can't be, and my dad said this to me in 1976, you can't be the players' best friends because you lose the control and respect.
Yeah. And, Dungy was completely not that. He was so cool and I think Ty J said out of all the guys that he played for that Tony was the most chill when it came to letting the locker room be players, their little habitat, and it's their special. And a lot of coaches like Tony Dungy won't go into the locker room unless it's just for a second to, grab a guy or most of the time the coaches don't even go in the locker room, Dan, because that's the player's den, so to speak, and that's how. Listen, there's a whole other set of codes and ethics involved amongst the players that is policed by the veterans. Am I right?
Yep.
And the coach lets the locker room be their refuge, if you will, and they and that's where a lot of justice is talked about and served, whether the team likes you or don't like you.
Ty J must have been on some Miller Lights that day because Tony Dungy gave him a box and told him to get out.
He cut really?
Him. Yeah, he's the one who cut him.
Are you? Well,
yeah. I'm sorry. Tony didn't even hand him the box. Tony had the box sitting outside one Buck place, and the door was locked.
Really?
And the code was changed.
Really?
Yeah.
Ty J probably did something, I don't know. I don't want to get into it.
He threw his headphones?
I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Tajay could have just gotten screwed over.
Oh, he did. He 100% did.
Because I remember, like, you know, he was balling, playing great. You know, one of the best blocking tight ends in the entire NFL. He even had the stats. Like, I saw the stats. So, like, you know, Tony saw something outside of Tajay's play.
Yeah, Tajay could whoop his ass. He was scared.
So I don't.
Tajay wasn't scared of Tajay whipping his ass. Come on, man. Because at that time,
he was mad at Tajay about something, but hard telling what it could have been. Tony Dungy's not going to fight Tajay. And Tajay, you might want to think Tajay's a thug, but Tajay's not going to beat his coach's ass.
No, because Dungy had the respect of his players and his other coaches. And no one would raise a hand to him because they respected him.
Yeah, well, he did Tajay dirty.
Yeah.
Tajay said, you did me dirty there, Mr. Tony Dungy.
That's right. He went to the Cowboys. He did better.
When we come back, we have to get into this Jimmy Kimmel deal. And everybody just needs to understand, like, I hold very sacredly my ability to broadcast over, you know, public airwaves, and I've been doing it for a long time, and you know, I've been fired for things I've said over public airwaves, you know, and I've also been the contention of the FCC, the Federal Communications, getting a hold of my boss or my employer and saying, if you fire him, this is the FCC. If you fire him, all of the fine, you know, all your troubles go away. Damn, Lemmy. So
well, that's what they said to a Clear Channel, right?
Yeah. So yeah. I truly understand, you know, the ability to say things on the air that are irresponsible and are not
inflammatory, maybe
not socially acceptable. Like, just the way I would talk to people back in the day, and the things I would say about people and what have you. You know, you are always held to the standard that you are held by was that, you know, your advertisers just won't advertise on your show anymore, and then eventually they'll fire you because you can't sell any advertising, right? Mm-hmm. So it takes care of itself. If you people bitch long enough, maybe potentially a broadcast company, you know, would do something about a particular person that you hated. But, you know, like, that person still has the right to say anything they want. Like, what I'm trying to say is, and this is going to catch a lot of heat, a lot. But Jimmy Kimmel had every right to say what he did. Absolutely. It's not against the law, and it's not against the law to talk bad about our president. Our president also needs to realize he's a very public figure, probably the most public figure in the world, and you're open to cartoons and parody and people doing comic impersonations and AI, so if Trump has to also realize too that people have the right to make fun of him too, mm-hmm. and he has to deal with it a lot. But should Trump maybe call ABC and say, "Hey, listen, that's bullcrap. That's however many times he's done it to me," and but to make him fire him, to put pressure on ABC to fire the guy, I think that should be I'm not saying that if I was the head of that company and I was so offended by that I wouldn't fire him. I can understand where people might want him fired, including his bosses. But I mean, if you don't like it, turn the channel.
Yeah.
And so
the ratings are low enough, they'll get rid of him.
And ABC will have to eventually get rid of him. I just wish that it's just such a bad look for the president, for him and his wife to stick their neck in, to this and try to edit people's, First Amendment right of their opinions about you, when you're some of the most public people in the world. the President of the United States and his wife, better known as the First Lady, are some of the most popular, most powerful, and well-known people in the world, and everybody has a right to have an opinion. Now, the company doesn't have to, if they lose enough money and enough people bitch, then you're gone. So with that, people need to be careful on what they say. This could get Jimmy fired. What are you gonna say, Danny?
If you were daily attacking Kathy Castor, telling the world that she's the devil, that she's, illegally taking control of the local government, that she, is racist, that she's anti-Semitic, that she's, and I'm saying this and not as an example, I'm not saying these things about her, but if you spent the last 10 years trashing her to the public and telling her that she's a threat to democracy and a threat to Tampa Bay and a threat to everyone living here, and that everything she's doing is evil, illegal, and is she's a pedophile. All those things that they've said regularly, day in and day out about a person, and then that person gets attacked. There has to be some responsibility. And that's what he's saying. And that's what anyone that's intellectually honest has to admit. That when you spend 10 years telling the world how evil President Trump is, and that he's a threat to democracy, he's a threat to the country, he's a threat to Spanish people, he's a threat to gay people, he's a pedophile, he's all these evil things, that he is a threat to the existence of humanity, then you have to take responsibility when people that are constantly fed that information try to act on it. And that's what the president's trying to say, and that's what the Republicans are saying. No one said take out Biden, but they say that about Trump every freaking day.
So when we return, we're going to get into First Lady has urged ABC Disney to remove Jimmy Kimmel from his on-air position as the late night host, based on this sentence that he said about Trump. I'm sure everybody's familiar with it by now, but we'll get into it next. And again, I'm sure everybody's So just bear along. If you already know this, what Jimmy Kimmel said or the phrase or whatever, just be patient with us.
I want you to stay on this channel.
More bullying and brutality after this.
That's real nice.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
All right, frame line, Lily. How am I wrong?
Wrong, man.
I'm wrong.
Lady Melania, our First Lady Melania is here. Look at, well, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow. Our First Lady
HS Bubba, probably just contusion. Flotilli, my eyes much better. Close, thank you.
Our first is right now, the First Lady Melania Trump apparently calling on ABC to fire Jimmy Kimmel. This appears to be in response to a segment that Kimmel aired days before the White House Correspondents Dinner. In that segment, Kimmel said the First Lady had the glow of a, quote, expectant.
sitting right there.
And the look of joy we see on her face every time they're together. There was a very light roast joke about the fact that he's almost 80 and she's younger than I am.
I got one. Ours disappeared. It got taken. Hey, Bubba, Merch Crick wanted me to say if you wanted these for your water.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I wanted to do the funny. I was trying to do the school. I was going to do the funny joke that Richard Pryor made.
What was that?
I did a lighter to make the joke.
Huh?
I did a lighter to make the joke.
Oh. I think it's out. Yeah, I mean it's out there. That's Merch Crick. Because they used it for the cake.
What's that?
A lighter.
Are people making something in the kitchen?
No. Dan needs his lighter for a prop, I guess.
Dan needs a prop?
I guess to tell a joke. I don't know. He needs a lighter. He didn't explain it too well.
They're like a bunch of sharks circling in the water, searching for blood or any sign of weakness, and are ready to strike. This is the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
So unprofessional, Lummy. Making the fine listeners have to wait.
They were enjoying that
30 to 40 second groove while I'm scrambling around, texting and putting out fires and so forth and so on. But we're getting it handled, Lum.
Perfect.
Yes, we are.
Right now, the First Lady.
Hold on. Totally blasted me out.
Oof. Come on, Fox.
Come on,
To
Fox.
fire Jimmy
All right,
Kimmel.
Here we go. Sorry about this.
Right now, the First Lady.
Got it. Now we're ready. Phew. That was a close one, Lummy.
I know. My ears are blowing out.
Lady Melania Trump apparently calling on ABC to fire Jimmy Kimmel.
Fire him because he said bad things about us. We didn't.
Don't say you can arrest him.
We're feeling hurt. Our feelings are hurt.
This
fire.
Appears to be in response to a segment that Kimmel aired days before the White House Correspondents Dinner. In that segment, Kimmel said the First Lady had the glow of a, quote, expectant widow. And now we have this response.
Man, if I was Jimmy Kimmel, I would be like, man, thank you for you being the president of the United States, putting me over and being in your head that much. That I'm in your head, that much headspace to me, some stupid ass comedian. Like I'd be like, I just totally own him.
But if she made the same joke about him, that Jew-hating Jew would call her an anti-Semite.
Who said Jew-hating Jew?
He is.
Is he a Jew?
Kimmel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't like Jewish people?
He's pro-Palestine.
Do we know that to be a fact?
Yeah.
All right, facts.
The First Lady writing on X the following, quote, Kimmel
was hateful and violent.
Hateful and violent rhetoric is intended to divide our country. His monologue about my family is not comedy. His words are corrosive and deepens the political sickness within America. It is time for ABC to take a stand. How many times will ABC's leadership enable Kimmel's atrocious behavior at the expense of our community, end quote. For the second time now in the past 2 weeks, the First Lady taking a public stand. A few weeks back, she made a statement asserting that the rumors about Jeffrey Epstein and connections to her
were baseless. And now we have this response to Jimmy Kimmel just in.
Dr. Dan,
Right
I'm gonna
now,
have to
the
correct
First
you on
Lady
this one,
Melania
Dr. Dan.
Trump apparently-
Jimmy Kimmel is not Jewish. He is Catholic.
His mom is.
I'm just saying what he's got going on. So
what
he might not be. I mean, I guess he's Jewish, but not Jewish, because he doesn't say he's Jewish. He says he's Catholic.
Now, so here's the snippet that Jimmy Kimmel said that's got everybody flipped out. I guess we forgot to play this. This is the most crucial thing of all. I mean, we forgot to play it.
Yeah, I sense
like the entire story that we've been telling for however long it hinges on this 8-second statement that Jimmy Kimmel made on this Tonight Show, and I didn't play it yet.
I also sent you what he said last night on his show.
Yeah, I think I got that too.
Okay.
Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow.
So, like, that's really, really, really trash, distasteful, like just absolutely. You just for somebody to say that, you know, I know you're not supposed to love your competition, or you're supposed to not like some people just naturally in life, but for you to say that, I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah,
you know, basically saying, you know, he's going to get almost like, if you dig real deep, Dan, could you almost put a tinge of this talk show host is strategically trying to gin up like an underground rally that somebody might do something like this?
That's the argument, that it's not just this guy, it's the whole media, all the media. And it seems like they have such a disdain that they are stirring up this violence.
I just think
that's the argument they're making. I can't tell you if it's true or not, but that's the argument they're making.
But man, I mean, Jimmy Kimmel.
It's coordinated.
Jimmy Kimmel, to say that to a dude, I mean, just man code. Like, to say that to another dude's wife, like, rather than be a man and say, okay, hey pussy, I think you're gonna die on this date, that you have to look at, you know, say that your wife is a grieving widow, insinuating that you died. That's kind of I think that's kind of chicken shiz, to be honest with you.
Kind of like what the gangsters did back in the day. They'd go to the family and be like, you know, we're gonna make you a widow.
Oh, I agree that hateful and violent rhetoric is something we should reject.
Was that? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, like, back in the day when the gangsters would kind of threaten you, if you do it, they'd threaten you about like getting you like being a widow. Like, I'm gonna make you you know, a widow.
A widow.
Yeah.
Oh, so they would tell that to women?
Yeah, like, so, like, to kind of threaten, like, hey, if your husband doesn't listen or you don't do what I'm going to say, I'm going to make you a widow. I'm going to kill your husband.
Wow.
Or the guy would just tell, you know, or you go to the guy and say, I'm going to kill your whole family. I mean, you know, so.
3 days before the event, in order to keep that cherished tradition alive, I did my own version of the Correspondents' Dinner on my show. I put on a tuxedo. We pretended we had an audience of luminaries. We used old footage of the Trumps, of Pete Hegseth, J.D. Vance, Kid Rock, Vanilla Ice, all the members of his cabinet. And we made it seem like they were...
Like, what has he said so far that was funny? Like...
that Vanilla Ice is in his cabinet.
We're all together in a room. We had a little roast. Again, this was Thursday, and there was no big reaction to it until this morning when I greeted the day facing yet another Twitter vomit storm. And a call to fire me from our First Lady, Melania Trump, saying I should be fired because of a joke I made, again, 5 nights ago. It was a pretend roast.
That's
I said
right.
our First Lady, Melania.
Right. So how you like that on your shoulders, sir, big boy? You open up Twitter, you got the First Lady. I mean, at the end of the day, it could be a brilliant move, right?
I mean, realistically, it kind of, some people are saying it kind of shows that no one listens to a show or watches the show if it took 5 days.
I think you know what? I think I think that's what I'm going with.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going with.
Melania is here. Look at her, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow, which.
That's that's used in the right context.
Yeah,
I mean, so we played the entire thing in the right context.
Yep.
Obviously was a joke about their age difference. and the look of joy we see on her face every time they're together. It was a very light roast joke about the fact that he's almost 80 and she's younger than I am. It was not, by any stretch of the definition, a call to assassination, and they know that. I've been very vocal for many years speaking out against gun violence in particular, but I understand that the First Lady had a stressful experience over the weekend, and probably every weekend is pretty stressful in that house. And also, I agree that hateful and violent rhetoric is something we should reject. I do, and I think a great place to start to dial that back would be to have a conversation with your husband about it, because, by the way...
Bunch of woke-ass bitches. Those Johnny Woke Phillip hit there, right?
I also should point out, Donald Trump is allowed to say whatever he wants to say, as are you, and as am I, as are all of us, because under the First Amendment, we have, as Americans, a right to free speech. But with that said, I am sorry that you and the president and everyone in that room on Saturday went through that.
Yeah, listen, but I think fairly, to be fair about the situation, and I think you guys would agree, I only have a problem with, how distasteful it is and just how mean-spirited that comment that you'd be making inevitably to his wife, who could potentially be his widow. Can you imagine if something would really happen to him, and that would be kind of on you?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't think he should be fired. I mean, unless the company wants to do it, I'm just not going to watch it or support Jimmy Kimmel. So.
Oh no, I hate his guts, but I don't want You're
not going to go on forums and be a troll now. I mean,
no, hell no. But I don't know, man.
I do, and I think
he's kind of a dick I think what he said was kind of a dick move. It's kind of unclassy.
Yeah.
A great place to start to dial that back.
All right. I mean, is that what we already covered?
Yeah, I think it's his whole entire.
Yeah, but I don't think there's anything else.
No, there wasn't anything extra after it.
And so, has ABC? Have they come out with their position yet?
No, they haven't yet. They're probably. I have a feeling they're hoping for it to die down.
I mean,
and I think
is that what that Rosini's is looking for too?
Yes, exactly. But it seems like no one wants to let it die.
Isn't it amazing the stories that organically the pop culture just kind of lets die, and then the ones that they don't, you can't even put a rhyme or reason to it, right? Like sometimes they'll let murderers that hot women that have killed people, men like. What was that? Is it Deborah LaFave, the girl in Tampa that was
the blonde teacher?
Yeah, and in her defense, her attorney told the judge that she was too hot for prison. You can't send my client to prison because she's too hot. And the judge said, okay, like a real idiot.
I agreed with that one. I can't believe that one went over.
I mean, come on, man.
It still doesn't make sense.
Your Honor, yes. Listen, my client's too attractive to be in prison. Please don't make them go in there. These lesbian bitches will ravish her. Just look how beautiful those heaving jugs. Next thing you know, Your Honor's getting a bone now, Lummy.
Yeah, maybe, they promise something a little extra after the trial.
I got to piss bad.
Uh-oh.
So I'll be back in a minute, okay?
All right.
Your voice of reason has spoken. More Bubba the Love Sponge after this.
I was gonna say, I'm guessing that's probably how they do it medically. Like, if they not a catheter, but do they go in there, almost like a scope in your pee hole, try to break it up? Is that one way they do it?
They can sometimes go in there and try to break it up and pull it out with a little basket cage. Sometimes they do the lithotripsy where they try to, shock it out. But they usually do those with stones that are more in the kidney still, not in the bladder. Arguably, there's some things that can help dissolve them. They could theoretically inject something into the bladder that would help, break down the calcium line.
38 bucks.
But usually, just go ahead and try to pee it out. Sometimes they have to do surgery and surgically extract a big stone that won't drain. It's the medium-sized stones that hurt.
You just-
Small ones don't, big ones don't go anywhere. The medium ones
It's just
fight
gonna
the
get
way
that big of a calcium. Is a calcium buildup, right?
But it's like a snowball. It just builds over time.
But there's no, like, let's say you get a huge snowball and obviously you put heat on it, it's gonna melt. You know?
Calcium don't melt.
Oh no.
No, it's a seashell.
No, I'm just saying.
It's like a seashell.
Okay, I didn't know if it's like.
How hard is it to get a seashell to break up?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Because the sand is pieces of seashell.
Yeah.
That's all that is. So it's it's big pieces. It's gritty, sharp.
Yeah.
And so sometimes calcification inside a breast implant capsule like that. It's like a seashell, sharp and flaky.
Really. Ugh. In pain, Bucky. He's in pain. I think he is jerkism. You need to make that bigger for you. You need to make it bigger for you.
What?
Like the screens for the I gotta do for your IG.
No, I can see it.
Okay. Thank you, Amy Godwin.
Jerkism, yes.
Pin your 20. Thank you, T-shirt well. Bubba, did you see those two pictures I sent you from Wolf? On the fences?
Yes. I want that brown one.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he did at my house.
Yeah, tell him that's what I want.
Yeah, that was the back of the day, the 305 Express. Uncle Rocky. Bubba, do you know how many feet, or do you need him to measure it?
No, I'll measure it.
Okay.
I'll measure it.
Uncle Rocky.
Cash App, Cash App, Venmo.
Good thing the lightning tied up that series.
No shit. Gotta get one at home. They cannot go back to Canada and live in August.
Huh?
I said they cannot push it to try to go back to Canada down one to win in Canada and then have to win the Game 7. They just need to. They need to get one today. Not today, I'm sorry. Tomorrow. JT 1989, thank you for joining. Still on, Glenn Lonbecker?
Who? Robert Mueller's outside.
Who? Robert Mueller?
The guy that did the Trump investigation on Russian collusion, special prosecutor.
What about him?
I think he just died.
Really?
Robert Mueller. Yeah. Robert Mueller died March 20th, 2026.
A path carved by the boldest tigers, forged from bravery to conquer any terrain, for fearless challengers driven by blue passion. Embrace unwavering determination. Blaze blue.
Toyo
tires.
Bubba, the Love Sponge.
Oh, come on! Come on, you stupid-ass piece of...
Bubba the Love Sponge lives because a dirty mind is a terrible thing to waste. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Gary Cantrell, man, I just cannot begin to tell you how proud I am and thankful I am. Gary he's always looking for another tool or another hashtag or a forum or he's just always grinding to get all of our stuff out on, like, it's amazing.
He's always grinding.
But it's amazing how streamlined we've become, meaning, like, okay, so you get a piece, you make a short, and then, boom, throw it to TikTok, Facebook, all the places with link back Willies and hashtag Joneses and the right thumbnails, and to be then across, like, if you were to think about all the platforms we were across, I mean, could you lay them? Okay, so let's say Facebook.
Yep.
YouTube.
Yes.
Rumble.
Yep.
Twitch.
Yep.
Bubba Army HQ.
Correct.
Tune in.
Yeah.
iHeart app.
Yeah.
For Walton Beach. I'm sorry. The one is it? I think it's 100.1. Panama City terrestrial. Tampa AM 820.
That's right.
And of course my boy the Bull and our good friend Lynn. Have you seen how thick the owner of our Phoenix station, Lynn, is?
Yeah, he looks.
He's thick. Like he's a real outdoorsman. Like he's a man's man. You see, like him wearing like some cowboy boots, catching like a rattlesnake or something.
100%.
Yeah, like.
Don't forget X too.
Oh yeah. Oh my yeah. X.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Instagram.
TikTok.
Yep.
Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just so excited that we don't have to rely on anybody. Like we're our own bosses. Isn't it cool?
Yes, it is.
And there's not very many left.
Not as cool as you.
No, what I'm saying is, like, we're not going to hire anybody to replace Seth. We're just going to keep on keeping on. Right?
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know that we could, I don't even know, like, if you and I could even, like, audition people to, like, be, like,
No, we get those emails.
What's the job description?
No, my job description is
sit there, look miserable.
It's my show. It's my show, and I don't think I need a co-host right now. But that's what I'm feeling. Is that walking on eggshells and shoot your neck and all kinds of great stuff. Well, how many breaks we done, Lummy? 3?
Yes.
All right, so I'm way behind. Let's get back. All right.
Yes, it is. No, it's not. We rudely interrupt the rhetoric to let you know the following.
Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
He's not here? Steve? He's coming like at 45, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Jay's hanging 10.
Well, I didn't see what time it was.
No, this missing sign is still going.
No, he's still good.
The line's doing much better. Thanks for asking, Ziggy and Ghost. Yeah, Jonesy. That's this kind of shit I'm talking about. Group of lips. Yeah, the eyes getting better. Thank you. They're emerging.
Can't do much for Mitch.
Jeff Pearson, good morning. Dan, the CNC tool man.
On the PayPal, thank you. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. All at above Army. And Mushroom Mitch. $20.
Thank you, Mushroom Mitch. My man. No patch.
Attack the dog. Steve, the grumpy old man. Morning, Jay. Jay's on there. Always got to do it. What's up, Chris Constructo? I hope yesterday. What's up, Steve the Grumpy Old Man? Trash guys. Yeah, I saw that attack.
What's up, Snook? What's up, Teresa? Steve Grumpy-O. Xerxes. My boy Xerxes.
He was a cool guy.
My boy Xerxes.
Attack the dog.
Thank you, Xerxes. How about my boy fucking New York Greg?
What's up, Mitch?
New York Greg's the shit. That's my boy. What's up, Tina May? I think Tina May's hot too.
Oh yeah, my Barry mom.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I think she's super hot.
David Hernandez, $20. Feel better, Bubba.
Oh man, thank you, David Hernandez. I'm feeling. I mean, oh my lord, I am sitting here trying to do the best I can with my big boy underwear on. I try to get my big boy pants on. I am dying.
Well, explain yourselves. Just like a six-pack of cheap Yiddish beer.
Doesn't surprise me. You look like a typical low-life character to me.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Love me late. Love me late.
Who's late?
When did he come in?
I've been here this whole time.
He wasn't talking, Bubba.
Why? What?
Are you talking about me? Late? You're referring to me? I've been here this whole time.
Didn't you hear me say, is Dan in here?
No, I didn't hear you say that.
You idiot.
I didn't hear you say that at all.
Because I did. And you're like, no.
You sure you didn't just say it in your head?
No. So just now, all this conversation I've been having, I was having thinking you weren't in the room. So I was going to.
Dog me?
No, yeah, because usually you're like a little cat burglar. You usually go and sneak right in, glide the headphones on, get up, and just be. I mean, by the time the jingles hit and the positioning statements, you tiptoe like a little burglar in here, and you most of the time nail it. But there's been a couple times when you're late, and then that makes kind of for an awkward situation.
Well, I try not to be late. I try not to disrupt.
You come in and going. So I thought I was going to have you on being late, and we were going to be able to really bust your balls. I was like, yeah, we're going to bust Dan's balls. And Lovey, you're making you let me sit there as if we were going to do this. You didn't know I was talking about Dan?
No, I didn't hear you. I mean, Biggie, 7375, $25. I didn't hear you say anything about Dan.
These are the times that, as good of an executive producer you are, it's just you're just the best. I love you. Love you to death. But then you leave me hanging. You leave me hanging like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like.
Well, my bad. I looked at Dan when you were talking.
Like you're my guy. Like you're my guy.
I know, but I was looking at Dr. Dan, and we both were kind of like, who's he talking about, or even too. And I'm like, I think he's talking about you, Dan, or your brother.
Of course.
I thought Steve was going to sneak in here,
That's what I
or
thought.
Alex sneaking in.
Then I started thinking about it was going to be Steve. Steve's going to sneak in, and not to like say anything when he comes in.
No, I know he can sneak in too. Just tell me. Just tell me.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
yeah, you can sneak in. But I was ready to bust your balls, Dan. I was.
It's okay.
It's okay, Bubba, that you were going to bust my balls. I truly understand
Keep
it.
busting.
And appreciate it. Boy, old boy here is mad as a hornet. I mean, some very strong language.
Today, the Department of Justice filed 3 federal charges in United States District Court against Cole Thomas Allen.
Yeah, the asshole tried to shoot Trump.
Yep.
At the banquet hall 2 nights ago. Hell, I think most of America's already forgot about it. Right?
Oh, they're trying to keep that in the news.
The news cycle is just so fast. Like it's like some really, really, really important stuff. Like, for instance, the presidential election in itself is a monstrous topic that you'd never want to shy around, and have an inside and whatever. What are you gonna say, Lovey?
No, that was Dan. But I was gonna say it's weird how the Diana Rossini that news refuses to go away.
Oh yeah, so the Diana Rossini that'll and Epstein that'll never go away. But there is stuff that does just go away.
It's just what's disgusting, Bubba, is the desensitization of America about another attempt on Trump's life.
Yeah,
that's the take-home message here. Is had this happened, the first time it happened, he actually got hit with a bullet, but still, that was weeks and weeks, and because it's just it's like the third time he landed on the moon. No one cared.
Right. Hold on.
Today, the Department of Justice filed 3 federal charges in United States District Court against Cole Thomas Allen. The first count is attempted assassination of the President of the United States.
Which I think that's a whole nother deal than just an attempted murder on some the trash guy, the guy who's slinging the trash right now.
Life in prison.
I think the president takes you up a couple notches.
This count is punishable by up to life in prison.
No death.
The second count is interstate transportation of a firearm to commit a felony. This is punishable by up to 10 years in prison. And the third count is discharge of a firearm during a crime of violence, which is punishable by a mandatory minimum term of imprisonment of 10 years, a maximum of life, and the 10 years is consecutive to any other sentence imposed. Just to go through very quickly the timeline, which many of you in this room already know. The defendant, Allen.
I wonder what, like when you go to prison, you could have Matt Cox on for this to be an expert on this, but like when you go to prison, then Dan, there's so many rules within prison that you have to there's a whole ecosystem of rules and procedures in prison that you got to follow along.
Made a hotel reservation at the Washington Hilton for April 24th through April 26th. On April 21st of this year, he traveled by train from Los Angeles to Chicago and then from Chicago to Washington, D.C. On April 24th.
What are you thinking if you traveled all the way from California to Chicago to then Washington, D.C.?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So think about it. You have all that time to think about it. And you can't think that you're going to get away with it. If you think that you're I don't know what this guy's, I guess his plan was just to run through the crowd as fast as he could and try to shoot Trump.
Well, yeah, Trump and everyone up there.
That's
yeah.
but that's what this guy's plan was, right?
Yes.
Right. So I mean, this guy would have never made it. He would have never made it.
He did so well covering his tracks and getting close, and then the last 10%, he just someone said dirt merchants, he just bum rushed it.
Yep.
And that exposes you.
Yep.
He arrived in Washington, D.C. at approximately 1 o'clock in the afternoon and checked into the Washington Hilton. Approximately at 8:40 on the night of April 25th, Allen approached a security checkpoint on the terrace level of the hotel, which is, again, a floor above where the dinner was taking place. He ran through the Magnum.
I mean, Dan, like you said, and I want to. Like I'm paying respect or paying homage to the piece because I think he's a piece of shiz. I put a bullet in his head if I could, but I mean he was very meticulous and very well planned and really had this thing, pretty far down the tracks until he messed up. But I mean he had this thing, he was pretty far down the track. So you agree?
He infiltrated it pretty good. He just didn't have the finishing part of it that was better.
He didn't have the finishing move.
Yeah.
He needed the atomic leg drop. He didn't have it.
Holding a long gun. As he did so, U.S. Secret Service personnel assigned to the checkpoint heard a loud gunshot. One Secret Service officer was shot in the chest, but was wearing a ballistic vest that worked. This heroic officer who was hit fired 5 times at Allen, who was not shot but fell to the ground and was promptly arrested.
How do you lose a shirt?
I want to thank everybody who worked tirelessly on Saturday, Sunday, and continuing.
What are you talking about?
The image I saw of him running through the security looked like he had clothing on, and the pictures I see with him face down handcuffed looks like he's got no shirt on.
Right.
I think
how did that happen?
I think they took his shirt off and stuff to make sure he
didn't have a bomb or some more
and
guns.
I think and they were also de-weaponizing him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I think he took his pants off too.
Today, this includes members of the FBI, and Director Patel is going to address that in a minute. It includes members of the Metropolitan Police Department.
So I mean he'll probably get life in prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Hinckley's out with life in prison.
Right.
That's true.
You're right.
As a mandatory minimum.
Seen the chief, the mayor, to make sure that law enforcement was available to do their jobs and had all the tools they needed to do so.
No, he didn't. Is it my understanding he didn't? Nobody died.
No.
Nobody. I don't think anybody died. Right?
No. One Secret Service agent was hit, but he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Okay.
And lastly, the United States Attorney's Office here in D.C., our U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro and her team, a prosecutor stayed up all night long, didn't sleep all day yesterday, making sure that we got what we needed from all over the country. It included search warrants in California, search warrants here in D.C., multiple interviews that have been conducted already of witnesses and of family members of the charged individual. And continue to work hard today. This investigation is ongoing. It's not complete. A lot of the information that the media is hearing through leaks or sources, some of it is true, some of it is not true.
I've not been up to speed on the who. Is there a whodunit behind the supposed footage?
There's a bunch of fake stuff coming out.
I mean, what? But what are people saying?
Which part? Because like I said, there's people putting fake photos, and now they're coming up and saying it was, conspiracy theories are saying that videos they're AI and they're not real, and like you said, this is all a plot to try to get the ballroom built. That this thing was all set up by Trump. That's why
Oh, really? That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it pushes for that ballroom talk.
Well, I mean, Trump. I mean, he's a huckster, and at the end of the day, a showman. And and so Trump's all about if there was one president in our lifeline that you would think would participate in a WWE storyline, who would it be?
Trump.
Okay, then.
Yep.
So,
but instead, it's been the Southern Poverty Law Center for the last 15 years.
So, I'm just saying.
I sent you what the weapons he was carrying. with his knives, because I was thinking for a second if there might have been like a Bubba Army style knife in there.
Let me see here.
They said a 38 caliber handgun, but they clearly showing a 1911, which makes me think that's got to be a 38 Super.
Yeah.
Which is a precursor to a 9mm. It's a competition round.
If you go right, there's more than knives. Yeah, see the knives are. There's all the knives he carried.
And here's 1, 2, 3, 4 knives. Of course, he's Johnny Knife guy too. You know, right?
Yeah, he was going to slash some throats.
Right.
Surprised he didn't have a sword.
Right. So yeah, he's Johnny douchebag that lives with his mom, who's
he did live with his parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some Chinese throwing stars. Did he have any of those?
Does he have any pictures of himself?
I can get them for you if you want to look at the good-looking man.
He's not ugly.
I've seen him. He's light skinned.
Yeah,
light skinned mixed.
Yeah. He's not. He's an attractive. He's a good looking dude. You could say he's a good looking dude.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah, he's not some white trash. Hideous kind of deal. Boy, is his life getting ready to change?
Yes, it is.
Oh man. Because now, Dan, you're spending the rest of your life in prison. Things are going so cool. You're free. You can go out this weekend. You can have sex with chicks. Whatever life, whatever you can think of legally that we have the right to do, we do it, and we take it for granted. Right? We take it for granted that we're not,
Our freedom, we do take our freedom for granted.
Yeah, we do.
Both as a society, as well as being out of jail, but also just the freedoms within our society, because we can't say things that we say here in America. In England, we would be in jail. Because if you hurt anyone's feelings in England, they throw you in jail. They do not have freedom of speech. And so back to the Kimmel thing, we could call for his firing. We can call for him to be protested. We can call for him to be boycotted. But we can't put him in jail. That's the bottom line. That's what freedom of speech really means, is you cannot be thrown in jail for what you say.
Right. I was reading. Oh, okay. I gotta get back on time, right?
No, you're good right now.
But I think I'm good. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good.
Yeah. We're good.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
News alert: the Iranian foreign minister telling American reporters that the regime is ready for a possible U.S. ground invasion.
Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country?
No, we are waiting for them.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade, the ground troops?
Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
And if you had any doubt that Iran was in a rational state, you just confirmed that. He is ready and seems to be relishing, Lawrence. Let's end where we began. The idea that the strongest, most powerful army in the world could come. This is a Fox News alert. The Iranian foreign minister telling American reporters that the regime is ready for a possible U.S. ground invasion.
What's that, Lemmy?
I said, good luck. This guy's more crazier than Saddam Hussein, who thought he could defeat the U.S. military back in the day.
Right. So you get that, like there's just so many mixed messages out there with some people that are have a pretty good background, or could be at least a good predictor of whatever they're talking about. And,
he's welcoming the most powerful military in the world to come, and he's gonna stop them.
Right.
Good luck.
Right. Oh, I think this is the Omar woman.
Yeah.
And isn't she I think she's facing maybe jail time.
I think they're pushing for it.
Oh.
And her fake tax returns.
Hi, Congresswoman Omar. You were just talking about how Trump's economy has failed the American people, but I think the American people really want to know how you went from a negative 65,000 before coming into Congress to over $30 million in just 7 years.
My disclosure is public now.
Yeah, it is. And so a lot of people now are looking into that and finding S. Crew Winery, a winery that doesn't actually seem to exist. Is that a real winery, or?
All actually.
Man, I could never be a congressman. You got a lot of walking to do.
Yeah, there's walking everywhere.
They do walk a lot. Yeah, I'm like, man. I mean, like, oh my God! I'm like, I got to walk, a half mile from the parking lot, right, up a bunch of stairs, and then they have like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different wings.
Just get one of the motorized scooters. You know what I mean? Those like indoor scooters that you see at Walmart,
or one of those Segways.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Actually, you should get a little swagger and just have a guy pushing you around in a wheelchair the whole time.
No, he doesn't want to be in a wheelchair. He wants a scooter that's red and has lights.
I want to be able to drive and be cool.
Yeah.
I don't want to be Johnny getting pushed around guy at all. No way.
And read things, or do you just ask silly questions?
Well, it's listed in the financial disclosure, so can you explain it? Because we have a lot of questions about it, and things just aren't adding up.
I think this is the one, Lummy, where she went into Congress like $48,000 in debt, like a month.
No, exactly, yeah. That
and
one.
then now she's worth $30 million.
Yeah, something like that. But now she's changing it. Now she's changing it.
But she's back down to like $100.
Yeah,
she's changing it and said it was just an error. There was an error in accounting.
Correct.
Real phone number. There's no real location.
Why did you want to buy some wine?
Probably not from you, to be honest. Recently stated that the American people should be afraid of the white man. They should be fearful of the white man.
I never said that.
Yeah, you're on video saying it.
Our country should be more fearful of white men across.
I mean, boom.
Our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. I did not.
Yes, you.
You lying ass bitch.
She is.
Oh my
she is an
God.
embarrassment.
She makes me sick to my stomach.
That someone that grew up in the mud could come here and be condescending to everyone, be completely fake, lie, and steal from the country, and still walk away unscathed. I thought she was skinny. She looks kind of fat here.
All right.
Well, again, this is like what I said. You need to prepare yourself because you can't continue embarrassing yourself like this.
So I'm just a liar.
What I was quoting was an actual study done by the FBI.
Okay. Thank you.
Just prepare next time.
All right. Thank you, Congresswoman. Hi, Congresswoman Omar. You were just.
Be like,
what a bitch.
Shut up. You're talking too much. I'm just trying to walk down this little hallway here. First, that's way too much walking for us.
Yeah, and then once you get outside, you got to walk probably, I think, like another mile. I think Stein was saying, like a mile to their cars or the taxi pickup or whatever it is.
I watched this yesterday. It's Dan Bongino, and I think they've either he or it just became unearthed a few days ago where they took an O.J. Simpson juror and interviewed this person and found out all kinds of different inside iggies and things like that. And I think the juror said that, well, I'll let Dan Bongino tell you.
I don't know how many of you saw this, but it looks like ESPN is doing some kind of O.J. Simpson documentary. Unbelievably, they grabbed one of the jurors from the infamous O.J. case, who admits to, is this even criminal? Like, I can't believe this woman said this on camera. The woman admits on camera that a lot of the jurors thought O.J. had murdered Nicole, but let him off anyway because it was payback for like the system or something. This is shocking. Check this out.
Do you think that they're members of the jury that voted to acquit O.J. because of Rodney King?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
How many of you think felt that way?
Oh, probably 90% of us.
Wow, 90% of the people in jail. I mean, on the jury box.
90%. Did you feel that way?
Yes.
That was payback.
Uh-huh.
You think that's right?
Why bring this up? Because ladies.
So I mean, like, man, that sucks that there's a person who would act that way, and as their civil duty to make to be a juror is your civil duty. Yeah, I always try to get out of it. And so maybe I'm.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Oh, yeah.
So
have you, Lummy?
No,
I've gotten out of it. Yeah.
So I'm sure everybody's gonna call me a pussy and what have you. But man, You know, who'd want to have to go through all that?
But you know what, though, Bubba? Just as wrong as this is, it was re-wronged to sort of right things when they threw the book at him in Vegas.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's, you know, it went both ways because they over-prosecuted him for stealing his Heisman back. And they under-prosecuted him for the murders.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, when institutions collapse, when faith in institutions collapse, this is what you get. You get power versus power. I have power. I am a juror. I am going to use that power in an unethical, immoral, and evil manner to let someone I thought murdered someone off because I'm in power right now. Do you really want that? You want chaos? Because that's the option if we lose this election. This is what chaos looks like. I don't know how many of you saw.
All right, thanks.
Did we forget to mention that Ilhan Omar called World War II World War 11 because she can't read Roman numerals? Did you hear about that one?
She did.
No,
Yeah.
I saw her say
Can you
it.
send it to me?
Yeah.
Can you send it to me, Dan?
Just to show how intelligent she is.
Oh yeah. So now, this is something that I want. All these names and just the wokeness and the phrasing that we use nowadays when describing things. You know, there's a poll now that shows 1 in 6 Gen Z. So Gen Z, which would be what? My son, your son.
Yeah, 20s, early 20s.
Right. 1 in 6 they say political violence is sometimes okay.
I sent you Omar's.
So, like,
Which
how
means
could-
it's 1 in 3 Democrats because none of the Republicans say that.
Okay, but like, I mean, how can you even say that and think that would be okay to say?
Because we've normalized it. When it started with Call of Duty and ended with this 12-year media frenzy with TDS.
The last time the Alien Enemies Act was invoked, it was used to
Let me. What's the Alien Enemies Act?
Deporting people from another country because you're at war with that country.
Okay.
detain and deport German, Japanese, Italian immigrants during World War XI.
Yeah, she's running the world.
During World War XI.
She's what, Michigan, Dr. Dan?
But so anyway, Dan, like what, like that. I was talking this word in itself, political violence. Like, when has that always been, or is that just something that's been made up, you know, recently? Like, you know, like hurtfeelia, or, you know, is political violence a thing?
Oh, it's a huge thing. And by the way, there's been political violence for, I don't know, 250 years in this country, starting with the Revolutionary War and going back into the Civil War and then going back into the violence against black people by the Southern Democrats during the reparations, and not the reparations, the what was it called right after the slavery was ended? The drawing a blank. During the New South and the Jim Crow laws and the voter, you had to take a test and have a poll tax and all those things. We don't talk about that kind of violence. But there has been political violence. I mean, was it Byrd shot Madison back in the duel? They had a duel back in the day. I mean, there's guys been beaten down on the congressional floor.
So like you're right. Back in the day, they do duels and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so
Reconstruction.
You know, so.
Thank you.
I think that I think political violence by today's standards is probably pretty snowflake and woke compared to the way political violence used to be, right? Back in the day, man, political violence was really, you get killed. So somebody could shoot you.
Yep.
You know what? I challenge you to a duel in 10 paces, and you're not Johnny Quick Jump McGraw. You're gonna get killed. Man, that would suck being part of a duel, wouldn't it?
Do you think?
I wonder if there's technique involved.
Be quick.
Jump the gun, because they can't give you a penalty flag the other guy's dead. I'm one.
There's no penalty where he
Sportsmanlike.
gets a free shot.
Yeah, false start.
He's dead. So then
can't throw that false start flag.
Keep in mind that this shooter was a teacher himself. And I remember that Gen Zers my age have been hit over and over and over again with a sort of left-wing fatalism in our public education system.
Left-wing fatalism.
With this idea that our country is evil, that it's irredeemable.
What's that?
Do you know what that means?
No, do you?
That the world's going to collapse if the Republicans stay in power.
Okay. Oh, I don't know that anybody can say that for any party. You know what? I think you can say it for both parties.
You can say it every day about anyone.
About anybody.
Because you have the right to. But is it accurate?
Is it factual?
No, it's not factual.
I mean, like, has anybody ever asked this question? Hey, when do you think the end of our civilization is going to be? And what do you think takes down us?
Okay, so if you look at history, and Rome is a good example. I know guys think about Rome more than 4 times a day, but every time a society has gotten so comfortable that they stop looking over their shoulder and so bloated that domestic spending outweighs domestic revenue, the society fails. And that's what's happening now. It's what happened in ancient Rome, and that's what's happening now. And so we're seeing the deterioration of our society because it's unsustainable.
So we're done? We're done? We're done?
We're telegraphing the same kind of problems that ancient Rome had.
How many more years do you think we got on us, Danny?
See,
how many good years we got left on us?
How long did Rome last?
About almost 1,000 years.
Oh, okay. So we got another 800.
No,
but once this happened, it was gone in 40 years, 50 years.
We're so far more advanced, and so if
we pulled back. Rome pulled back and went to Turkey. Constantinople, the new Rome. They abandoned the Italian center of the Roman Empire.
A certain part of the United States breaks off and goes somewhere. Part of something else.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Becomes part of Canada.
I don't think the United States is going to break up in two. I think that the power schemes of the world are going to shift over the next 50 years, just like they tend to.
And it might not be in our favor?
No, it may not be in our favor.
Oh.
And it probably won't be in our favor because there's other economies that are better suited to sustain the world.
Okay. But we'll probably be out of here by then, won't we?
Oh, yeah, Bubba, you know I'll be out of here. Will Wilbur's going to have to deal with, speaking Chinese.
Oh, boy. This is going to be like when your kids have kids problem. Like, that's how far on down the line I think this thing goes.
Yeah, I agree. I hope America makes it to 300 years.
Now, listen, you and Steve your family's so Italian. Like, you guys are so Italian. And so, damn it.
Steven's here too, by the way.
I know.
His mic's on.
I know. I forget what I was going to just say now. Damn it.
We're so Italian.
No, I completely spaced it. Damn it. That never happens to me.
No, never. Listen, it's
It's a damn kidney stone.
It is.
I'm just telling you. I'm just. Phew.
And it's creating little revolutionaries.
Yeah, we're talking about Gen Z not accepting war.
There was a poll that came out after the 2024 election that found that nearly 2/3 of young adults under the age of 25 believe that the United States needs a revolution. That is how far gone they are. They believe that our institutions have to be completely torn down.
So does that mean that that generation needs us to infight or to engage, other countries, and we take the big one? Dan, you're the smartest person.
It's talking about infighting to weaken and then creating something to replace it. And so they said that Jesus took down the Jewish church and rebuilt it in 3 days by resurrecting. He didn't literally do it, but you don't need to literally kill everyone that disagrees with you for the new concepts to take over. And that's what's happening by systematically deconstructing this republic. That's what's going to happen.
and weirdos like this guy here is going to be in charge.
Yeah, the guy with the orange face, the chick with the big glasses, this guy, all the people.
Hold on, that's the governor of Florida right here.
Yeah, this is the next governor of Florida.
Hold on, and don't they brilliantly lay it out?
There they are.
Let me.
Yeah.
No. What's the
Idiocracy?
Idiocracy. Written by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, the guys from I think Beavis and Butthead. From South Park. South Park.
They were South Park. It was the guy that created King of the Hill that created Idiocracy.
Okay. Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Right. Where everything in our country, Dan, the outcome of everything is dependent on a monster truck show. On how a monster truck show.
And the president is a former wrestler.
And he's black guy too.
And there were Crocs everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Have you guys ever seen it?
No, but that's
really
awesome.
never seen
Hold
it?
on, Steve. Dan, have you ever seen?
I've seen a lot of clips from it, but I haven't seen it start to finish. I know the movie. I'm familiar with the movie.
Man,
is it a cartoon?
No,
it's a movie.
No.
It's a full feature film.
But Steve, you got to have a few cocktails in you. You know, I'm just saying, like you got to, you got
idiosyncrasy.
You got to be. No, it's called
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. Okay.
Idiocracy.
I'm an idiot.
This Mike Judge you created. I'm gonna send the trailer.
Yeah, just send the trailer to Steve.
Yeah.
And he can get it from. Well, send me the trailer.
Okay.
Because I'll play it for Steve.
It's today. It's even how as sad as it is, it really exemplifies life today in America. It's a good satire.
I'll send it to you.
Okay, hold on.
Thanks.
Yes, and this is from I think. Oh, hold on. Let me. This is from, 2006?
Yep.
All right. So, Steve, this is from, this is 20 years ago.
Right.
This is 20 years ago. So just think how brilliant that would be. Here it is. This is the trailer. I want you and Chris to get your mind rights one night and watch this.
We will.
At the dawn of the 21st century, the Army began a top-secret experiment.
Meet Joe Bowers, our first subject for the human hibernation experiment. As you know, this is highly classified. However, if successful, we believe humans can be stored indefinitely.
However, the trial run was prone to human error.
See you in a year.
And Joe slept slightly longer than expected. Half a millennium, to be exact. From Mike Judge, creator of Office Space and Beavis and Butthead.
Oh my God!
If you were the smartest person in the world...
This goes in your mouth. This one goes in your butt. Hang on a second. This one goes in your mouth.
And we're stuck with the dumbest people in history.
If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons, how many buckets do you have?
2? What would you do?
Excuse me. I'm actually supposed to be getting out of prison.
You're in the wrong line.
I'm the smartest guy in the world? Says who?
The IQ test you took in prison. You got the highest score in history.
Even smarter than President Camacho.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of America! In the year 2505.
You got this guy. He's gonna fix everything.
And realistically, that's Trump. I mean,
According to Musk.
So I mean, but like if you drill down deep, Trump is Trump is this African American pro wrestler, unhinged dude. They want this guy to be unhinged. That's what we're facing. I mean, Dan, you're right. It almost lays it out, does it not?
Yeah, that's Trump, and the other guy's Musk.
Yeah.
So you smart, huh?
The ordinary will be considered extraordinary.
I thought your head would be bigger.
Idiocracy.
For the smartest guy in the world, you're pretty dumb sometimes.
Yeah, I'll check that out. That looks great.
Oh yeah, it's one of the legends. Did this person I think did prison time for stabbing? I don't know will you see if he killed him?
He nearly killed his daughter by slashing her throat. So
he got all the way to the esophagus. That's past the windpipe. The esophagus sits behind the windpipe. So he slashed through her windpipe and got into her esophagus. That's how deeply he cut. You're talking inches.
Oh my God!
He tried to kill her.
So she made it. She made it.
So
for the life of me can't understand why wherever this person was let what state was this?
It looks like Canada.
Oh, well, of course.
That state.
Woke ass bitches. I mean,
our 51st state.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so here
52nd behind Puerto Rico.
Here's this monster of a whack job. I think is he transitioning, Lummy?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes. And he's transitioning and he's
going from Michael to Alice.
Okay.
Good morning. It's your favorite hobo you love to hate. I just wanted to do a check-in, let people know that I am being safe, I'm being secure. I have taken care of my needs, and I am just...
I mean, if I had a friend that talked like this or had this type of like mindset, or I would just punch. I mean, I would just be so mad.
I have that same response right now, Bubba. I want to be violent.
Yeah.
Like this animal just slashed children.
His
He
own
should be
children.
dead.
Yeah, his own two kids.
His own children.
Yeah, his own 2 children.
Chilling until I actually go for my sentencing. And yeah, I did kind of realize that we do have a highly unique opportunity here, whereas I'm someone who did something heinous.
Okay.
And I'm on social media, whereas pretty much all the other people who do something heinous get locked in a box and blocked out from society, and they don't get to talk to them. So, like,
you're special.
Does it put me at risk? I'm already at risk.
Oh my God.
Does that kind of make you, Bubba, when you hear him him mock this whole thing? Doesn't it make you kind of want him to suffer the same injury that his daughter suffered under his hands?
Yes. In
I know
fact,
it's a shame that eye for an eye doesn't work in America.
I think they should have killed him. Yeah. They should have. I mean, in my opinion, now he's walking. Not only did they not kill him, but I think he's free.
No, well, he's out until he reports for jail. He got 5 years.
That's it.
That's nothing.
So whatever, I guess. Yeah, sure, it does. But also, I know that I'm going to do everything in my part to not hurt anyone else in society. For sure. Like, nope, I'm good. That was...
I mean, I just want to beat his ass.
I know, man.
Wow. I just want to.
Same.
So it looks like he severed 75% of her esophagus.
Oh my gosh! You know what they do in Iran with guys like this? Right off the top of a parking garage.
Yep.
A horrible, horrible, horrible error and a bad decision that I made.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have ever done it. I never will do it again. And if I could rewrite history and make it so I didn't do it, I would. But that's not going to happen. So I definitely have to answer for it. And we just have to, I guess, deal with it.
These guys
You think
are
they'll deal with
mentally ill. You know the guy that trans that shot his kids up at that hockey ring?
Yeah.
It's just, these guys are deranged, and we're letting these people, we're acting like that's normal. It's not normal, and these are deranged animals that should be locked away.
So, back in the day, if you talked about ivermectin, they take you off your platform. But this guy who tried to kill his kids has already been sentenced and convicted of it. Just hasn't served his jail time, gets his free platform and popularity throughout the country. I don't think that he will survive 4.5 years in jail.
They'll protect him.
No, they won't. They'll let him
He
go.
might be in a women's jail.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, if you
didn't think about that. Yes.
He's transitioning.
I mean,
great point.
So what do you think? What should we do with this opportunity?
All right. He's just trying to clickbait me now to get me.
It's working.
Write your comments down.
So he can answer.
So I can sit here like a absolute. How big of a loser do you have to be if you entered into some contest with your favorite, whatever, and then you had to sit there and wait by your phone for the next day and a half to see if you get a special text, and if you don't respond, I would assume they have it rigged where if you don't respond within a certain amount of minutes, you got like 30 minutes to respond.
Yeah, they move on,
and then you lose. So you have to be monitoring this station, the station that's doing the contest that you're trying to win. So, man, people that would do that have no life.
Camera footage shows the moment a man dressed in black demands to.
I know for a fact that you cannot shoot a person like on your front porch, like if they visually have a gun, or they say they have a gun, or they're acting like they have a gun underneath their pants, or they even do have a gun. Like, I think that you can't shoot them unless your life is in danger.
It depends on the state, and it certainly depends within the jurisdiction within the state. Because if someone did this in Polk County, a Grady judge would not arrest you.
True.
If this guy started banging on your door like a crazy person trying to get into your house, and you shot him through the door, I don't think Grady would have a problem with that. Now, you do that in Manhattan, you're going to jail.
Yeah, but I thought they changed.
The law is you should not be able to shoot through a door. Yes,
Right.
Bubba, you're correct about that.
Right.
That's the standard law.
Yeah.
enter a private residence in.
So this is scary. This is like, in the heat of the moment of something like this happened to me, I hope I make the right choice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I hope all of us, if we're ever in this situation, we make the right choice.
Which is?
I don't necessarily know.
Shoot him dead. No, I'm kidding.
Graveyard
I
dead?
think the guy comes out and like wrestles with him. I think.
Yeah. I mean, I think, based on how fearful of your life you were.
I think the right answer.
Chilling new.
Sorry, go ahead.
We'll let him go a little further. I'll tell you what I think the right answer
Ring
is.
camera footage shows the moment a man dressed in black demands to enter a private residence in Fairfield, California.
Open the door. No.
In the video, the man, later identified by police as 30-year-old Jason Nichols, asks about the homeowner's daughter.
Where's your daughter, man? What are you talking about?
While claiming
Where's
to be
your daughter?
Harry Dresden, a popular urban fantasy character. You then hear the homeowner, who was away at the time, repeatedly tell Nichols to leave.
Can you leave my house, please?
Can you open the door, please?
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
Triggering this terrifying reaction.
Man, I wish they made door systems that could turn into
spikes
or pepper spray or mustard gas or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Little ricin.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Think about that. If you could patent that, where you had a door that could attack you if you're a bad guy. Right?
Now, this is not a clean shot. The guy is definitely nuts and
No.
he's causing harm. But if the guy started trying to break open the door,
Well, just wait till he gets in your house.
then it's clean shooting.
According to a police statement, a woman and child were home
He did say,
I want to kill you. I think that's a clean shot in Polk County.
when Nichols entered through a separate sliding glass door before the homeowner finally arrives at the residence armed with a shovel.
I don't know who you are.
According to the statement, the altercation turned physical with both sustaining head injuries. It's unclear if Nichols had any connection to the homeowner or his family.
Fairfield Police Department.
Minutes later, police arrest Nichols, now charged with 4 felony counts, including threatening a crime with intent to terrorize. It's unclear if Nichols has legal representation. Chilling new ring camera footage shows the
what was the initial heat about?
I think it was a confusion. I don't think the guy really was supposed to be there. I think he thought it was somebody else.
Yeah, I think he went to the wrong house.
Yeah. So the answer on the test is that happens. You call 911, and then you retreat to an area that's safe in case he does bust the door open. Once he busts the door open, it's a clean shoot with that kind of aggression.
Right. Right.
And threat to kill. He said.
And then if he enters the house through another door, again, with that kind of aggression before he even entered, I think it would be a justifiable shoot.
I agree.
I'd be concerned for my safety. Yeah. And then there's a woman and a child in the house. Yes. Yep. He's lucky all he got was the shovel and not the shotgun.
Yeah, he's very lucky to be here right now.
Well, they're in California, that's why.
Yeah, a bunch of woke ass bitches.
He also got a shotgun.
If you liked that segment, then you'll definitely like the new redesigned BubbaArmyHQ.com. We'll be back to the Bubba the Love Sponge show after this.
Fucking hurt.
But now what?
Well, yes, I couldn't say anything because it was
How do you
swollen.
feel today?
A lot better. She says that she doesn't think I'm going to need the trachea.
Oh, okay.
Which is the operation.
Scary, dude. And then what about the...
I still can't do anything strenuous for a week.
Can you operate this week? I mean, are you going to? You can see out right? Good now, right?
Yeah, I can see.
That's what I'm doing. Still haven't passed it, huh, Bubba?
Yep.
Damn.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
Ugh, that sucks.
Well, I just got. What you just got? Mm-hmm. What's up?
I need about two more. I need two more stories.
All right. Let's see here.
2 or 3.
All right.
What's up?
Touch on.
Yeah. Who is that? Is that the same person?
No. You're not the same person
from before. Remember? He was calling the officers and stuff from like 6 months ago. No, the person. No. The person that called me out was an asshole. No.
Oh, the guy from the show.
No.
Hey, I'm on the radio this morning. I'll call you when I'm done. Okay.
From your friends at getabox.com, introducing the all-new Mini Box.
Oh my gosh, Rob, have you seen my new mini box? It's so small it fits right in my pocket or tucks away discreetly behind the TV. You'd never even know it was there.
No way, Gabby. That thing is tiny. Does it still get all the programming Getabox is famous for?
All of it. And the mini box records straight to a USB drive, so you can save anything and watch it whenever you want.
And the price? Mini too. Right now, use promo code Bubba at checkout and get $25 off your mini box at getabox.com. That's promo code Bubba.
Listener-supported sponge, it's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Listener-supported via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all at the Bubba Army. Now returns.
Tuesday. Yeah. Dan, did you give your brother an update on your eye gimmick?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I mean, did Jay know that you're Johnny Patchwilly? Did Jay know?
Yeah, Jay knows what's going on.
Okay, so you guys got to all kind of make sure you all know what each other got going on.
Right. Steve's mic's not on.
What's not?
No.
How about now?
No,
it's good.
No, it is.
I'm on.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I was waking up in sort of like a dark room with like a female doctor.
I hate to just bring this on you, but certainly an explanation needed. This is, remember the feds were in Epstein's New Mexico place?
Yeah, the place that they're kind of finding some bodies or something buried. Yeah,
I think that's what this is about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Look at Epstein. Did somebody not tell that? Look at that spaghetti hair for a chest. Like, who the hell?
Some people said that looks good.
Oh my God. Well, I think your wife's one. I think your wife likes. I think she's a hairy gimmick.
Oh yeah, just on me though. Of course.
Is she? Let me see. So
yeah, she likes the hair.
That's
she a hair groupie.
Yeah, she likes the Tom Selleck like you perm down there.
You do look like a big fat Tom Selleck.
I know. He's my dad.
Do you do any grooming?
Mm-hmm. On my chest?
Feeling like maybe
Okay, thank God.
Everybody shut up. Let's get to the story.
waking up in sort of like a dark.
So, this is one of the girls that was a little girl, like 8, 9. This girl was like 8th, 9th, 10th grade.
Yeah,
This is, and she is like, I'll step up. I mean, I don't care what people think of me. I'll step up if we can bring some justice on this scumbag.
Room with like a female doctor standing over them, feeling like maybe there is some kind of procedure that had happened that they weren't aware of. And I believe this is in the file. Sure, there's something in there about a baby actually being born and then just disappearing, like Ghislaine taking it. I personally never witnessed anything like that, but I do remember.
Think about how potentially still salacious and just how many tunnels and different really, really, really shady, dark areas do these elite people think of? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's gross.
Like, just some of the, and it's always these real rich zillionaires that that have conquered life, that they need something super sick and dark to just to get them aroused because they're so desensitized because they could buy anything they wanted. Man, I wish Dan, can you imagine if you and I were that rich? Oh man,
I wouldn't have a pedophile island.
No, I wouldn't.
I'd have a lot of other stuff.
But I would. I'll tell you what I would.
What?
Can I be honest with you? I would have a Bubba and Dan's fun island that requires you to be personally talk to several different people: Tom Bean, Jay, Steve, Jimmy. Dan, they have to screen. They have to pass our board of directors just to even get an application.
It would be consensual island.
Yeah,
consensual island.
But Dan, we would get with chicks Listen, I'm not saying that this is ethically right, okay? Please, nobody get mad at me and Dan. We talked about it. Like we would say, we just put chicks on payroll just to roll around and be hot and to sleep with us and to tell us that we're the kings.
No, that sounds lovely.
And yeah, they're on payroll. Sure, no problem. But they don't care. We can just do anything we want. We can even bring our boys over. They're like, listen, Michelle. I know you're with me, but you know, Big Papa needs a little something. My poor friend.
That really worked out last time.
Yeah, it really worked out last time. Wow. Yes. Whoa.
Overhearing conversations.
That's the most disastrous thing ever.
About trying to create the perfect baby, the perfect.
I know what we're talking about.
Epstein and this lady.
Oh, that's right. They were
eugenics. They were trying to breed.
They're trying to breed. Wow.
Supposedly he was trying to buy babies too.
How sick is that?
Baby, the perfect gene pool. And I know that there was sort of a hunt, if you will, for the perfect gene pool.
Zorro was a wacky hunt.
Now, do they ever disclose who carried the baby?
Well, I know that there's an email set out that I guess he was trying to buy from one of the ladies that he knew. He was trying to buy their baby, so he would just go to people that have Epstein. Yeah,
Epstein would buy babies.
That's what this one email had.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why would you want to buy a baby?
A baby to do get their blood? Or their DNA or the chromosome or something? I don't know.
You were going that deep into it, like with.
Or did they want a kid?
Baby brains.
Yeah.
They just wanted a kid. They never had a kid, right? He doesn't have any kids.
Well, I mean, Steve, you're not familiar with all the urban legends of the Democrats and getting the most powerful Democrats getting, or the the Mason, like Dan. Even like it's not even a political party. It's like a certain group of very powerful families and men that run the world, basically.
Yeah,
and why didn't they?
Like from the Rothschilds down,
yeah,
that whole like cabal sort of thing, and so
and the Freemasons and all that crap.
Yes,
opposite of the Freemasons, but also similar. There's two things, Stephen. There's allegations of the adrenochrome, which is taken from the blood of frightened children, and then also cannibalism.
Wonderful.
Now is cannibalism
eating people?
No, I just really wish I could come over and choke you out right now.
Oh.
You wouldn't even like that. No, Dan, not in the context that I'm going to use it. Trying to make me be a real dirty people eater. Thank you, Dan. Like I'm some sicko here. Did you know Bubba's so fat and cannot get his nutrition through normal feeding, so he has to eat human beings now?
Eat babies.
Oh yeah, I heard about it. I heard back in the Power Pick days they used to serve him 3 babies a day. Yeah, that fat ass got up to 3 babies a day.
That's a lot.
Once he finally started getting his act together, we got him down to like a half a baby a week. So I'm saying, now I'm a baby eater. I'm everything. The urban legend of Bubba the Love Sponge just continues on. Think about people that have grown up in Tampa that are pretty cool. You know, probably seen all of us out and about. You know, once or twice. You know, the little fraternity of people that used to go out with us when there was a Hyde Park Cafe scene. Remember that scene? How cool that just.
I just saw Corey. Remember her?
Yes, she's the best.
Yep.
What is she doing nowadays?
She's doing. I was at the Lower Deck. She was. She promotes there. It's at Harbor Island. It's a great place right on the water.
But, I mean, you could find some really hot little cricks up in those nook and crannies back in the day.
Big time.
I mean, oh man, hold on here, stand by.
Hideaway for Epstein and his cronies, and a place to enact their most freakish fantasies, including at one point a plan for a controversial designer baby and human cloning project, in which emails from the files show the maniacal Epstein was prepared to invest in, as long as he remained anonymous.
Here is a deck about my designer baby project.
We were hearing some of the most horrible and heinous things that anyone could imagine. The allegations.
They're talking about Epstein. They're talking about Epstein.
Span everything from the harvesting of sex organs to allegations of women having forced abortions or forced pregnancies, or coerced pregnancies. I think when we think about the stories and the span of stories, it sounds fictional. It sounds like a horror film.
So I mean, they're even going as dark as now they got him being a baby effer. Nothing's worse than being a baby effer.
I don't know if he was the baby effer.
Call me anything but a baby effer. Hey, see that guy over there? Yeah, he F's babies. Oh wow, I'm scared already. Right?
Yeah, that's whack.
Yeah.
That's really disturbing.
That baby effer.
See, I'm thinking he just wanted to have a kid. And there's a lot of people doing designer babies right now, especially in the tech world. That's happening.
Designer babies.
How do you define that, Stephen, in the tech world?
Okay, so there are people that are using have a boy or a girl, checking their hair color, checking their eye color. I mean, there's different things now that you can do genetically to design a kid.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think you can definitely pick out the sex, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then you can, I mean, after that, like if Jimmy said, I wanted to be, strong and have wrestling skill. Like, I don't think you can drill down, that. Can you imagine if you could drill down that much, Lemmy, where you could completely design a kid?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
NFL player, baseball player. You throw 100.
I'd like for his adult age. I'd like for him to peak out at 6'6" at exactly the age of 18. Right, Lemmy?
Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
Can throw a ball 100 miles an hour.
I'd like for him to throw a baseball 114 miles an hour.
And be a lefty and righty.
Yeah.
Shohei Ohtani.
Right.
Exactly.
We've been messing with this since, for 150 years. It's called eugenics. And it's, creating the master.
Not the kind Frank Thomas sells me?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it does
Nugenics.
Frank Thomas says it does make you younger.
I see
Nugenics.
Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas are selling me these pills that Dan speak of.
That's right. They said they get the ladies with it.
So now, Dan,
Eugenics was making up the master race.
Okay.
And the lady that founded Planned Parenthood was a huge eugenics proponent. And the whole idea was just kill the babies from people that are undesirable. And that was why arguably the early abortion movement was almost a genocide against black people. And black people are disproportionately represented in Planned Parenthood's abortion spectrum.
I mean, there are reports on that one.
I mean, you can't blame. I mean, are you trying? Is there another group of people that you blame for the blacks having such a horrible percentage?
It was designed to do that. It was designed 100 years ago to attract and kill black babies, to attract black pregnant moms and kill the black babies. That's what it was originally designed to do, and it's done a wonderful job. They've been successful. Look at the numbers.
What about
hugely successful?
What about a great consumer like me that's not African American and has used those services?
Yeah, but did you go to Planned Parenthood?
No.
Exactly.
I paid a lot.
Oh. Wow.
I mean, 400. It was like back in 1986 was my last one, I think. Let's just call it 86.
Yeah, we'll call it 86.
Let's call it 86, Lemmy.
Yeah.
Probably
400. That's a lot of money.
So so $467 back in 1986. So I don't know what that would be. That might be a G in today's world.
Be more than that.
Probably a couple grand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. And no matter how rich you are, man, when you got to give $1,000 or $2,000 for something that's just a pain in your ass, like it's somewhat irritating. So let me. This is so. Here's what I understand. I've been looking for it. And that is where, and I had it up to play today, but I X'd out of it somewhere. It was the Iranian defense minister basically saying, screw your ceasefire. We're gonna continue to bomb you and fight you. And it was a video from the Iranian defense minister.
Well, we saw one that said he was preparing for the ground war. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, we talked about that.
I think that's it.
Yeah, because it looks like now the defense minister's he's dead. They haven't replaced him yet.
That guy that was saying that we're ready for the ground war?
No. That guy is the prime minister.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
now
the
to
prime
those
minister.
stalled talks between the U.S. and Iran.
Here's what I don't understand. And obviously, I'm good since we have Dan in here who can really make me maybe understand or not understand this. But like, Trump keeps saying we have the best military in the world. We're killing them. They barely have a tent to sleep in. It's just a matter of time, and you're like, okay, that's cool. And then you have Iran that through its media and journalists, say that there's no way they're going to start negotiating because of certain things that we won't let go of. Here's a story, kind of getting into it a little bit.
Talks between the U.S. and Iran. President Trump is ruling out any travel to Pakistan for peace negotiations. Let's bring in ABC's senior White House correspondent Selena Wang. Selena, what does this mean for a possible deal?
So hold on now. It's so bad that we won't even send our dignitaries over there to try to make some headway. That's how bad it is that they canceled that trip.
Yep.
So I'm kind of pissed because it was just like I remember a couple of weeks ago I was saying they're gonna make us keep kicking the can down the road.
Yep.
And just make us look weaker and weaker. Within globally make us look weaker and weaker, and just cause more infighting with us here as Americans. This is a very polarizing subject. That has people in full-blown arguments every day. And, this isn't necessarily the most healthy thing for us right now.
Well, Lindsay, this is the latest sign that the U.S. and Iran remain far apart on a deal to reach an end to this war. The president abruptly canceling his top negotiators' planned trip to Pakistan this weekend and is now ruling out any in-person talks in the near future. President Trump is now claiming that Iran can call on secure telephone lines if they want to talk. But Iran has made it clear that they won't negotiate until the U.S. ends its blockade of Iranian ports, and the president says that blockade won't end until there's a deal. So tonight, there's no clear path for when or if those talks resume. Meanwhile, the Strait of Hormuz remains closed, and here at home, gas prices are now averaging about $4 a gallon, up more than $1 since the war began, Lindsay.
Still a standstill. Selena.
I mean,
Bubba, this is going to be over in 1 week. 1 week. You heard it here first. 1 week. And I'll tell you why. We don't need to ground war. We don't need to send more bombs.
Hold on. Let me. 9:02.
Okay.
Tuesday, April 28th, 2026. The lovely Stephen A. Jackson Diaco.
What?
Stephen A. Jackson. Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith.
Christopher. Yeah. Stephen Christopher Diaco.
Stephen Christopher Diaco. Just solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
And in 1 week, it's over.
It's over.
And you're saying next Tuesday it's over.
The strait will be open. The war will be done. They'll be in peace negotiations.
How much do you want to bet?
I'll bet you a C note.
How about we just? Yeah.
$1?
$1. Let's bet $1.
I'll bet you $1.
Just on strictly principle.
What do you mean by the war is over, by the way?
Okay, so
hold on, let me. I wanted to now. Don't you understand? Now we wanted to keep it more broad. Now he's going to drill.
Fight about it.
He's going to drill down on it. All right, but okay, yeah. Let me ask the question. I think it's actually a pretty good question.
Sorry, yeah. What do you mean the war is over? Because I mean that could be where Bubba wins because.
Let me be more clear. The strait will be open. The ceasefire will be ongoing. There'll be no more bombing. There'll be no ground war. And negotiations will be moving forward at that point.
How about uranium?
Is uranium getting picked up?
Uranium is. We're getting their uranium. We're getting it.
Oh, we're going to get the uranium too in a week?
No, not in a week.
Okay.
No, but they're going to agree to that for sure. But the reason I'm saying that and what's so brilliant about this boycott of Iranian ships going in and out of there is, and I didn't realize this, they're pumping oil, okay? So they're pumping oil, they put it in storage, and then they ship it out. There is only so much storage, and that storage is almost full. So once that's full, they have to cap the wells. They can't keep pumping oil. Those oil wells will never be run again, some of them, many of them. So this is catastrophic for them.
I mean, they're capped.
They are, yeah, they're capped. They're done. They're going to blow up and not be able to produce oil anymore.
They're capped.
They're capped.
Yep.
Steve's predicting it.
You heard it here first.
Are you blowing a call into Trump's guys?
Steven, I was along your lines, but I think I have to side towards kind of the way that Bubba was saying it last week, and that is it's going to keep dragging. It's going to drag for another couple of weeks, I think, because I think their strength is slowness, and their strength is
jigs up.
Blaming or saying that you're talking to A, but you need to talk to B, and then B made the deal, but A's got the real authority to make the deal, and they just keep moving the ball, and that's their technique. They've done it for 50 years.
And Trump's the kind of guy that will say, "Okay, I'm over it,"
and then just start launching.
I'm over it, and I'm gonna bomb first, gonna ask questions later.
But Iraq, back in the old days, Bubba, if you remember, Iraq's like, oh yeah, we've got the most powerful army in the Middle East. Go ahead, America, try to invade us, and we slammed them in 2 days. So I mean, I'm not worried about the intimidating factor, power, defense effectiveness of Iran's military. It's a joke compared to what we have. It's just whether or not we want to get dirty and get in that mud.
1 week.
Because the next step, Dan, is a little more detailed. Like we're gonna lose. Like we gotta poop or get off the pot.
Yes, because it gets serious.
Yes,
it gets really serious soon.
And so, me and Dan say no on Steve 1 week.
I think it's going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't think we're going to get out of this. I don't think we're going to get out of this before middle May.
Too, Dan.
I'll give you $1.
Not one.
You think it's going to be a month?
1 week. It's over.
Okay, we got it.
So you're getting a buck, Bubba.
I love this story.
Or C note.
Oh yeah, did you guys see this?
I did.
This is absolutely
it's hilarious.
I mean, and if we were to be intellectually honest, if this was Obama's, an appointee of Obama's child, we would be absolutely raising all kinds of hell about it. Wouldn't I mean? Well, I guess I think it's so shocking. I think the ethnicity doesn't really matter. It's just so shocking that Homeland Security official under investigation over sugar daddy allegations. So this guy, he's a top Democrat official, and I think the story gets into it a little bit here. I'll play it. But his daughter. No, is it his daughter?
No, it's the official themselves.
Yeah,
it's her.
Yeah, it's her.
That's her. She's pretty steamy too.
So this woman here works for the
Homeland Security.
Yep. And so she is also moonlighting with sugar daddies. Not only working. I'm sure that she still continues. Well,
she hasn't gotten her paycheck in 2 months. She's got to get money somewhere, so she's got to get her sugar daddy.
Bubba the Love Sponge? Hell yeah.
I love them all, man. They're all great.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
That was Bill Carlson. I sent you his number.
Oh, yeah.
That's the guy that's running against Bob Buckhorn.
Yeah, and probably I'll look at my calendar and contact him.
He said he'll talk to you
early next week and see.
I think he's going to win. You heard it here first. Another $1 if you want it.
Hey, Lenny.
He went outside. You want me to grab him?
Yeah, just tell him to grab me a couple waters.
Hey, Lonnie, can you grab it?
I got this big one and a small one if you want it.
All you need.
Got this one?
Thank you, Lummy.
No problem. Got rid of the $20. Have iced tea. What's up, Rainy?
Who do I got today?
Watson's dad breaking down the Packers draft.
At what, 15 after?
20. 10:20.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
No problem. Obviously via Zoom.
What's that?
Via Zoom like before.
Yeah.
What's up, Bulldog Tommy? 70 months. Not sure 480, 80 months. Thank you, Bulldog Tommy. That's right. Me too, Underground Psycho. I got you tomorrow. And I guess NASCAR is mad at him.
Is there a story?
I Paper Towel Willie, $100. Thank you, Paper Towel Willie. I sent you the video of it. I mean, its sources are coming out that NASCAR may find him. So, but I just didn't know if you saw the victory lap.
No, but you sent it to me.
Yeah, I sent it to you.
All right.
Did you see those hilarious memes on Mayor Buckhorn?
No.
I sent you a bunch of them by text.
Oh, there's
I'll look at them.
They're funny, yes. It's funny stuff. The guy that's running against him sent me in, Bill Carlson. They're hilarious. I talked to Charlie too. He says hello.
Yeah. Tell him.
He's gonna be the mayor.
Tell him. He wants to call me. Hey, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. If you're looking for a Volkswagen or any quality used vehicle, it's Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel. You can get financing as low as 0% APR on new VWs and as low as 1.9 APR on certified pre-owned. Over 200 new VWs in stock. Over 200 used vehicles in stock. You're looking for a specific car or truck or something they don't have? They'll find it for you. Mention Bubba Army, get an additional $1,000 off new or used. No questions asked. Ask for my boy Rolo. For more information, go to VWofWC.com. Volkswagen of Wesley Chapel.
I'm the bus lady. Hey, lady! I was so constipated I could hardly drive.
Sounds like you should call and tell Bubba all about it. It's the low-priced answer to a high-budget problem. You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
So I do just want to address something. Today, I had, when I was coming to work today, I had I had two options. I was in so much pain that I was going to drive right to the emergency room. Let me right there off of 75.
Yep.
Pull right in there, and I've, in all the years of having kidney stones, I've gone to the hospital 2 times where I just can't take it any longer. Or so today I'm like, but in order to do that, in order to drive right to the emergency room, that means there is no show today.
Correct.
So I'm
like, they can't get you in and out.
Right. No. I mean, usually it's an overnight stay. Usually it's an overnight stay. Yeah. It usually is.
Well,
so I'm like, okay, I'm going to come in, but in order for me to, I like the pain is there, but in order for me to take just excruciating pain where I want to go to the emergency room, I had to take 2 oxycodones.
I would have never guessed.
What?
What?
And I took 2 oxycodones, and yes, I probably today sound a little loopy, sound a little shot out, like today, please don't judge me that I've lost it or that I'm insane or all the above. I admittedly am on narcotics right now, and that's the only way I can endure the pain to put on a show for you. Now, is it so bad that it's bad and unlistenable, or is it?
I mean, Rainey loves it.
Well, I mean, I haven't really haven't been monitoring chat anywhere, but
you just seem just a little more cash, a little more relaxed, But I want to do something since you came in this kind of death pain, and I don't know how to do it on the show. I'd like to contribute $100 to the show today.
Oh, well,
but I don't know how to do that, so I'll just put it in the till.
No, okay, all right. Hey, look at that.
$100.
You can tell. Hold on, you can tell he's deep Italian.
I know.
He just leaves on. Hey, I'm just gonna leave her with that bottle of wine.
Putting in the till.
I just dude. Anybody coming into work is banged up as you are right now. That's loyalty to your fans and to the people.
You and your miss, go get you some A-Black Parmesan. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. You're so dedicated to your audience. It's
Along with Paper Towel Willie and his $100.
I just will tell you, man. I mean, I've been tuned up most of the show. I know that people are like, and so I don't want people to. I want to nip this in the bud. It isn't like I'm going to have this problem every day, and I will be on pills. I have to be on pain pills for however many days this kidney stone is lodged in my ureter or my urethra. And grant the minute I'm no longer in pain, I will not take them. I only have 12, and I think I'm down to 4.
Oh, you're gonna need a refill soon.
Well, the doctor, in order to get that, you got to go in. You can't call in that one over the telephone. They can. Your pharmacist will call, CVS or wherever you're getting your Walgreens, wherever you're getting your pharmacy filled. They can call your pharmacist and tell you what to prescribe them. They'll give their DEA. Hi, this is Dr. Diaco. My DEA number is 59 or 49 or 69 or 89 or 59. Boom, I'm calling it. So they make the doctors really jump through a lot of hoops.
They do with the narcotics. It's nuts.
With those,
yes.
Yeah,
they do.
So
Dan can't do it for family.
No,
he got in trouble. Not got in trouble, but my mom broke her back, and he wrote a script for her, and they said nope. Which is stupid.
And it's not like it's anything illicit or anything that anybody could go out and sell for $50 on the side. No,
it's my 87-year-old mother who broke her back. Literally has a fracture in her spine, and they said nope, suffer. Yeah. She had to go through her primary to get it.
Poor
Crazy.
Arlene.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
So
Carson.
Carson Hofer. Hold on. Carson Hosefer.
Yes.
From Kalamazoo, Michigan.
That's a mouthful.
And Tyler, my Tyler, used to race against this kid and beat him.
Really?
In quarter midgets. Yes.
Really? That's cool.
He's about the same age as my son. And we went up to his dad owned the quarter midget track. And Tyler would go up there and wax him. Him and Michael Atwell.
That's cool.
So he has the helmet on the gas pedal.
Yeah. Yeah, and so he's hanging out, driving it like this for his victory lap.
And
he does a burnout.
Did he get in trouble?
Well, NASCAR's not happy with him at all.
But that's why you like this kid.
Yes, he's a thinker.
Always thinking outside the box and doing something different, paving his own way.
Because NASCAR says makes it look unsafe, you know.
That's unbelievable.
I don't know that we can get it stopped, guys. There we go.
Is this where he hits the wall?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh, no.
And a burnout.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I can see where NASCAR would be really, really mad because it sets a bad example. You know, it's not. You know, you don't want little kids. Because little kids, like their favorite driver, they want to emulate them and things like that.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah, like it's going to start some kind of viral trend,
right?
Where kids are using their helmet. Yeah,
or NASCAR, you know, and they have NASCAR, and so all they just start a real viral twin. Let me as you go out, and all these teams have like Hendricks and Penske and all it, they have their website, you know, JoeGibbsRacing.com, and you can buy a crew shirt, like what the crew members wear.
Okay.
And so, you know, you buy a crew shirt, right?
Okay.
And then you get your car and you wrap it like that NASCAR driver, and then you start doing these street racing, you know, burnout kind of deals. Well, and let everybody try to think that if you really were a crew guy, you know what I'm saying?
So so you're saying you're not for me to get in my truck and go do that down the street and have Steve like video it while I'm
no,
hanging out
don't
the
do
window.
that.
Okay.
No, it's like that's douchey.
Oh, okay, that's douchey. Gotcha.
yeah, like that kid should know better than that. You know, he just won on the highest one of, you know, obviously of IndyCar and IRL.
I wonder if Gene Lasker would be doing that though.
Oh yeah, anything white. See, that's white trash, and anything white trash is a yes for Gene.
Perfect.
4-wheeling, motorcycles, guns, Kid Rock concerts, you know, that kind of deal.
I gotcha. Hanging out your window with your helmet on your gas pedal.
Yeah, exactly. Now here's what I don't understand. Okay, so we say that they're not getting along. We can't get through this ceasefire. They say you better stop your blockade, and we're not giving you X, Y, or Z. And then, you know, their actual, you know, I think this is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This is the Minister of Foreign Affairs, which to me, that's the highest ranking person I think I've seen talk on behalf of Iran.
Mm-hmm.
I think besides the Prime Minister, not
right. These are the two ballers right now. Yep.
So like, okay, this is a legitimate deal. This is an AI. This is a legitimate person of power that we've been talking to, and he says this. I'm sorry. Oh, great. Let me of all segments that I got to read. And I'm in no reading. I'm in no condition to read. But I'm gonna. You know what? I'll get through it. As I'm speaking to you, we have no plan for the next round of negotiations. Hold on. So just hear me clearly.
You're doing good.
We have no plan for the next round of negotiations. No decision has been taken in this regard. Iran said it would retaliate against the U.S. for seizing the Iranian cargo ship. President Donald Trump said the ship attempted to break the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Peace negotiations are on shaky ground as a delegation led by J.D. Vance heads to Pakistan. We witnessed that the United States insisted on bad faith and violation of the ceasefire. All of this is evidence that the United States apparently does not show seriousness in the diplomatic process. Overall shipping and traffic through the Strait of Hormuz was at a standstill Monday, according to the ship tracking data accumulated by Reuters.
But these guys, they always talk so much crap, and while they're getting destroyed, we're winning the war. I mean, remember the guy in Iraq when he would come out and talk so much crap, and we were just decimating them?
Saddam Hussein?
No, it was his PR guy back in the day.
Yeah. Jim Todd, $50.
Jim Todd.
Nice.
Let me, when I come back, I hope people aren't really disappointed in me today.
Well, I mean, Jim Todd, $50 said more pills.
That's me too.
I mean,
Bubba the Love Sponge.
I listen to Bubba every day.
I just really enjoy the outrageousness of it.
We love him. Couldn't do without him.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show returns after these words.
Dedication.
Whew.
Dedication. I feel bad for you, bro. That stuff is the worst.
You ever had a kidney stone?
No, but my dad had, and I just saw him rolling around riding a cane.
Oh yeah,
something I never want.
That was me. That was me this morning about 4:05. No, about 3:10 this morning.
How'd you get here? Did your girl drive you?
No, I drove in.
You want me to drive you home?
No, I'm fucking good. I'm good as fuck.
Oh.
Orange Creek's here.
Yeah, yeah. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But this morning, I mean, it was hitting me when I was coming in, and I was having to fucking try to stretch and lean, like, clear to the opposite side of the, like where the passenger would sit.
Yeah.
Because I was getting these fucking this stone.
Oof. And navigating through downtown Tampa can be a bitch.
Oh my god, it's the fucking worst. And I try to contort my body and.
Just wait till Bob Buckhorn gets elected. We're gonna have more construction down there.
Man, our roads are third world.
He's gonna be. Listen, Steve. I knew Jenkhauser could fuck off when they replaced the sewage lines.
Yes.
Because I got because I'm very arbitrary work, so you got the old style.
Okay, yeah.
So there's on my street, there's 7 houses because they're building all these brand new condos, townhouses.
Yeah, it's really becoming a spot.
It's putting up pressure on all our pipes. So all of our pipes broke, like all at different times. And they would come in and just piece paper, right? Like one instead of just doing a whole line.
Right. Yeah.
So then there's a big park down the street, like a baseball field, where they put all this piping, all of this stuff.
So now the field's not usable.
Well, so we're like, oh, they're going to now replace our stuff. Right. Thank God, the street. No, it's for East Tampa. We were just the setup zone.
Wow.
And they said, and there's no project.
By the way, have you driven through East Tampa? Yeah. The best streets in Tampa Bay.
Of course. Yeah. They redid everything. Jane Custer knows where the vote is.
I guess. The black people don't like her.
Well, you know what? They know where the vote is.
I guess. They don't like her. She doesn't even need that. It's such a Democrat city. But it's just shocking how bad the roads are in South Tampa. It's just, I know amateur works too, but that makes sense because that's.
I wish I could run for mayor.
Me too.
I wish I could run for mayor too.
I know. I wish too. Me too. Even But this Bill Carlson's the best thing going. I'm telling you, you'll love him.
But yeah, the parking is back now because all the pipes.
That'd be cool, man. If you could rank, because you would be a great candidate.
I almost think I could get away with it now. The time and distance and the fake news.
I think the next
cycle.
Yep, you could definitely do something. Yep, I think there's enough time and the news cycle and just, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I just think it's not.
You know how I know it's possible? Because all the politicians want my money again.
Yeah,
They-
exactly. Oh, yeah,
everybody's proud to be
they
with
want
me
you.
again.
They want you to come to their $1,000 a night galas.
Yep.
So if and that's a, what, you're right. That's a great indicator to know that you're not blacklisted anymore.
Yep. And I mean that whether, including Jane Castor's met with me, I don't know, half a dozen or more times for help with the black community. Chad Cronister's one of my dear friends. I'm not being ostracized by anybody, to be honest.
Good.
Remember during George Floyd, all the cops met with me and Jay. We made the peace.
Good.
Did you advise Jane when she was doing the Friday night parties downtown for an hour during COVID?
No.
She was downtown and she would bring she would do a live event party. It was a party. The distance, safe distancing.
Safe distance.
But it was a party at your house.
Huh.
So stay home, listen to the radio.
Oh, God. She's the worst.
Get out or go out back, outside back in the backyard and dance.
Oh, she's so pathetic. And she was horrible for the Storms, too. I mean, and she still gets cheered at the stadium. I thought she'd get booed so bad. And she got cheered at Raymond James. And
That's what
In a country somewhere in the third world, the CIA is using this broadcast as torture to extract information about terrorists.
On your shoulders and legs, Craig the Bulldog, your cardio, abs, calves.
He thinks of it as doing his patriotic duty.
Oh, yeah, my pleasure, too.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army shop, Bubba Army store, all.com for your latest in Bubba Army apparel. From knives to sunglasses to tactical bags to dog harnesses to beach blankets to you name it, we got it for you, my friend. Hats, fitted hats, flat-billed willies, T-shirt, the standard OG T-shirt. I need, I guess I won't be doing a Blizzard Blake shirt, will I now?
Probably not. No. Probably not.
The next shirt I would do. Oh, I think Lasker.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we have the Lasker shirt you were going to do.
I'm gonna get with my art person and see if I can get a mock-up. I think I showed the one.
Yes.
Do we could go? We could potentially go with that,
or the Lasker NASCAR one.
That's what we're going with.
Yeah.
We're going with the Lasker NASCAR gimmick. So logistically, I was just thinking about this. How we're virtually all this cabinetry that we have, we're taking over to the new studio.
Yep.
So it's going to be configured just like the way it is now, with the exception of my area is not raised up. I'm on the same level as you. I don't know if that's going to freak you out or freak me out, but we're on the same level now.
Should we?
I don't overpower you now.
Are we sure we don't want to have a little 5-inch riser?
Why? You think I can't let you? You think? Hold on. Hold on. Are you saying that I can't let it? I can't let it go?
No, I think it's cool when people walk in. They're like, "Oh, Bubba," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's Bubba the Love Sponge. He's a king. He's up on his throne. You're up on your pedestal."
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Oh man.
Just that little lip.
Macho, does it matter either way to you whether I'm raised up or not?
I would just be concerned about the ceiling height.
Oh, no, we can't. You know why? Because the TVs go clear to the ground, and you can't build a box around there. So, nope.
And the ceilings aren't as high.
Yep, can't do it, Lummy.
No.
Cannot do it. But let me ask you a question, Lummy. We got to move on.
Yes.
But let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
And that is, the area, right? I'm going to build this, call it the Seth area.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
we're gonna build because we're keeping this existing cabinetry and the same mic layouts and the whole 9 yards. Would you want to start sitting there with all of your screens, or do you like sitting that?
I like kind of sit where I'm at. I mean, I got comfortable with sitting right here.
Oh, you don't want to sit by me? Okay.
Oh no, I am technically I am sitting. I sit close to you. I'm just in front of you. I mean, it's almost the same distance. I'm just in the front.
Don't get afraid. I'm not gonna make you sit by me. I know you hate me.
No, not at all.
What?
I just have always, Bubba, since I've met you from back in the day, it's always Bubba's area is Bubba's area.
I'm just trying to show the softer side of myself as I gracefully get a little older. But I guess everybody. I've just beaten you down so much in life that I've Stockholmed you. It's to the point of you just.
No, listen. You've been 40 years that you deserve to have your own space.
Thank you, love.
And I deserve to be in the corner.
You don't use the wiffle ball bat anymore. I'd sit next to you.
No, I don't. I'm not violent anymore or nothing. Lumby, can you imagine? I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is about. I just saw this visual on our X feed, and I don't know what it's about. I don't know if there's F words in it. But I was like, now that guy knows how to party.
It's Pavio,
that guy knows how to party.
Diego's Pavio's brother. That's his brother. He said he was trying to lighten the mood because Diego didn't get drafted.
Oh, now is this a shoot?
Yeah, I've been trying to find if it's fake or not, and I haven't seen anything.
I mean, this is the finest strain of Indiana white trash that you can find. This comes from the finest strain of white trash. This is such a rare, fine strain of Indiana white trash. It's very coveted. There's just only a few of these. Hold on. Let me mind you. This is all part of his entrance. This is. You ready? Without stopping it, I'm gonna play this. The finest strain of Indiana white trash. This is his walking in. Let me like how batters have walking up music.
Of course.
This is his walking up music, or his walking up routine, I should say.
Oh, man.
Oh my God! That was so funny.
That little kid was scared, man.
That was so funny. So this woman here, she actually works as a security official on the United States Homeland Security, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I got to think that probably pays $200, probably.
I'd probably say safe. What you think, Steve?
Yeah, something like that. 152.
Yeah. Yeah, I say so.
Big job.
Let's just call it 150. I think we can at least agree to that. So this is probably a $150,000 a year job. You're an attractive woman. I don't know if you're married or not. Is this woman married?
No. So it looks like what the claim is.
What's her?
Julia Valvero.
Julia Valvero. All right.
Well,
that's her right here, right?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
So it looks like it claims that her ex-boyfriend, who is a couple decades older than her, said she swindled $40,000 from him and said that she was working as pretty much a sugar daddy. He was a sugar daddy for her.
And she took how much?
$40,000.
Oh, that's
in
it?
3 months, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, consider herself lucky for that.
So this guy who's about probably like 59, 60 is
Trump-appointed official has been put on leave.
Oh, that's
after
not her. There she is.
Yeah, this is her.
Yeah. That's her.
She's far cuter.
Yes. Now I can see how she got 40 G's.
Yeah.
Shell report accused her of being on a sugar daddy website catering to young women looking for rich older men. Allison Hall has the details.
A top official at the Department of Homeland Security
and kind of in a bland, not wearing more natural looking. She's quite pretty.
Yes, she is.
Natural. I mean, if you're going out, you put a little something on. But I mean, she looks pretty good natural.
Actually, it looks like he has spent more than because that was $40,000 of jewelry he bought. About $340,000.
Wow!
In 3 months.
Wow, that's real money,
Who
yo.
did? Oh, the sugar daddy.
Yeah, the ex-boyfriend.
Now have they arrested him, or are they going to arrest him?
No, he's the one kind of complaining about her.
Or are their bigger their prized possession is getting the person that works as a top official.
Yeah, of course,
right,
get her.
Of course.
In a very high-ranking government job.
You could tell this guy was he's an older guy because it says he spent $2,400 on the first date and only got a kiss. So he still went back.
That means he's a sucker.
Yeah,
sucker,
straight sucker.
Today.
I mean, listen, if first of all, I've never really had to pay for sex, so that's one good thing I got going for me. All the ass I used to get, Lummy, was hot groupie ass that was just doling it out for free.
For allegedly asking sugar daddies to finance her lavish lifestyle.
Oh yeah, but it's no girl. I think a girl asked for money one time with me.
Oh really?
I'm like, well, are you kidding me? Like, what are you thinking? She's like, like $500 a month to help me with my bills and everything. I'm like, no.
They don't even have to ask Dan.
Yeah,
Dan
just has a parting gift. Dan's got a $2,500 parting gift.
Oh, is he Derek Jeter?
Yeah, Dan just got just.
He used to do a stainless Rolex was his parting gift.
Are you serious?
Yes.
29-year-old Julia Varvaro,
Hurry up.
Deputy Assistant Secretary for Counterterrorism, has been put on administrative leave from her high-level job after her ex-boyfriend, who was 28 years her senior, claimed, "She told me that the $40,000 worth of jewelry on her wrists and ears are from her sugar daddies."
Yeah.
In a formal complaint he filed with the Department of Homeland Security, he declared,
Now, Steve, they could go. I mean, so here's what I'm thinking. So this is obviously, they might try to get back at Trump, saying he hired, you should never hire the person. It was a bad hire. It's all your piece of crap. Well, maybe you as the administration take this a little bit more, expedite how illegal this is, and they were creating an illegal act. It wasn't while they were working in the capacity of what you appointed them. And so you try to get in front of it by firing her and penalizing her and being so appalled by her actions that, you're hoping that, people don't hold it necessarily against you.
Well, she's probably going to get fired, but there's nothing illegal about any of this stuff. And if this guy wants to be a fool and give her money, and I mean, I don't see what the problem is, honestly.
That she's under financial stress and that her actions pose a security risk.
Well, I mean, probably for the average girl, probably wouldn't be as, I don't know that it's really a problem for anybody, but if you are part of our Homeland Security and you're working in a pretty high-ranking government official capacity, I would probably would want a person that wasn't necessarily slinging ass for a profit. But who am I to judge?
Bob Bianchi,
about $85,000 is all she was making, so you can see how she needs a little extra juice
I can see
in D.C. Expensive city.
She's not gonna be able to get that new Louis Vuitton handbag with that. Nope.
7-year-old wealthy software entrepreneur says he whisked Varvaro away on luxury vacations in Aruba and Italy. In this photo, Varvaro holds a sign that reads, "She's horny." The businessman says he spent
All right, now this guy's starting to creep me out.
Right? Exactly. Now he's going to go kiss and tell.
When Varvaro was just, some matzo ball, I didn't. He was like, "Hey, what you doing?" I didn't. But Lummy, now that I know that he's a rat.
$40,000 on Varvaro in just 3 months. He also revealed text messages that he says show her asking for a new pair of shoes and help with her rent. When he pushed back, he says she responded, Any past relationship would have jumped up and cared for me. I like feeling provided for, and you're not doing that for me, so not...
Man, hold on.
I mean...
I would be like, what? What? Call me. Are you talking this nonsense?
Sure, it will work. The Daily Mail claims they found a profile for Varvaro on a sugar daddy dating website known as Seeking Arrangements, which connects financially well-off older men with young women. According to the Daily Mail, Julia Varvaro called herself Alessia and offered seductive sophistication on the Seeking Arrangements.
Seductive sophistication. How about just some really sloppy oral?
Grouper Lips 25.
Instead of whatever they just said just now.
Seductive. Yeah.
Hold on. Instead of that, hold on.
Alessia and offered seductive sophistication.
Instead of seductive sophistication, how about me maybe jiggling my testicles and be able to accommodate my party I'm fixing to have in your Miz? How about that? Instead of this sophistication, I'm not paying nothing for sophistication.
On the Seeking Arrangements website.
But wet, sloppy, gagging yourself, oral, now we're talking.
Listen, this is because this guy's a sucker and didn't get any vagina from her. Now he's upset.
Right, it's ridiculous. Clown.
Because this guy's a sucker, tries to make all of us really rugged men look bad.
Varvaro earned a PhD from St. John's University in New York. And Bianchi claims she told him she does not have college debt because sugar daddies paid for her college education.
That's good.
Miles Taylor, former chief of staff at the Department of Homeland Security, says if true, Julia Varvaro's lifestyle choices may be a national security issue.
Her alleged conduct is like the classic conduct that foreign intelligence services look for to try to blackmail someone. I mean,
so now, Steve, like they could potentially ring her up on some like national, not treason, but like a government, like we're less secure. She's a threat to the government.
That's such crap. I mean, every girl that takes a gift now from a boy then is vulnerable to espionage.
We don't. I mean, it matters how high up.
She's just milking that daddy is what she's doing.
Does Varvaro want her to also milk those guys for like information that she might be able to get?
She's talented.
We wanted her milking the bad guys, not the good guys. She's milking the good guys and maybe telling the bad guys.
Well, we don't know that 59-year-old guy's not some Hezbollah terrorist.
Yeah, true.
Nye's having a profile on Seeking Arrangement and says she did nothing wrong. I didn't know it was bad to go on vacation with your boyfriend. She was quoted as telling the Daily Mail, "We went on vacations. I don't know what's the problem with that. This is just a mad ex-boyfriend."
More drama rocking the Department of Homeland Security.
So she was a major player in the Homeland Security, right, Levy?
Yes. She still is. She just on leave.
Well, she might get thrown out for good, though.
She's Deputy Assistant Secretary for Counterterrorism.
That sounds like a pretty important job.
Yeah.
Like,
$85,000 a year.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't that big.
She needs an OnlyFans, too.
She does.
That's what she needs. She needs an OnlyFans. Well, first of all, Steven, needs to stay out of jail, first of all.
Right.
It starts with, let's hope that they don't ring her up on something and take her freedom away, right?
I know a few guys that are doing this stuff. Do you know any guys that do that stuff?
Do what?
The sugar daddy stuff.
No, the girls are paying for them, or they're paying.
Okay, so I have a couple friends who are in their 50s who are dating girls in their 20s.
Right.
And they take care of stuff for them. They take care of their rent or their phone bills, their car payment. It's
hold on.
That kind of a relationship.
It's going to have to be at least at least rent and car payment. I got to think that's probably the going rate for a real high class sugar. But that bitch Steve would have to be like a 10.
She's beautiful. She is beautiful.
Like a
and
10.
I met her. She's absolutely stunning.
Is she cool to our friend?
She's very cool to our friend.
Is she giving it up?
Yeah, he's getting a lot more than just a kiss.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But in turn, he's stepping up and listen. And here's the deal.
I think it's about $2,500, $3,000 a month he's paying.
So here's the deal, and I'm not being disrespectful to your friend. Okay, don't please. I hope he didn't take it that way.
Oh, not at all.
But listen, I respect the fact that he's like, hey, listen, I'm affluent, I'm worth a lot of money, and I can, it's a business to an extent. But if that means I got to pay, $3 or $4 grand a month to have an absolute 10, by my side, being my girl, blasting me anytime I want. When we go out with the boys, just making me look like $1 million. It loves me loves me. And for that, I'm going to give her a great lifestyle. And, the easiest job, pay $3, $4, $5 grand. And Stephen, these are people that have, absorbent amounts of, generational wealth.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this guy, though, he really cares about the girl. He wants her comfortable. He wants her happy. They have it's a healthy relationship. I don't think anything's, it's just, he's being intellectually honest. I mean, how many guys date girls and they end up helping them with this or that, or they, take them on these big trips, or, come on, man. What's the difference?
Here's the deal. On those instances, the girls are just getting it a little bit different, but guess what? They're both still getting it.
Yep.
So you gotta don't hate the game.
Right.
Don't hate the player that knows how to play the game.
And my buddy just, when he goes and visits her, he comes back home, she's in a different city, and he loves it. It's just, he's got the best of everything. He's very happy.
He sounds like a straight pimp, if you ask me.
And there's nothing again, it's not, he's helping somebody he cares about.
Right.
That's what he's doing.
Right.
I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
I bet you she's so hot.
27 years old, and I mean, distractingly, it's like looking at the sun. It's
27. Oh, man,
girl.
I used to be able to pimp like that.
Yeah, he probably still could.
He's still
6 celebrities.
a couple grand.
Permanently blacklisted by hotels. Number 6, Miley.
You know what? Honest to God, I'm not trying to, I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, and I'm sure there'll be various forums that are making fun of me for saying this statement. But let me, I feel we got some real momentum going right now, and we know our digital numbers, you, me, Gary. Yeah. And, our digital numbers are, we just had, I think maybe our last 20 reels or so have hit up to, a few of them have hit 5 and 6 million views.
Yeah. Easy.
And some of them hit 300,000, 400,000, or 500,000 in 1 or 2 days. I got a really good feeling about what we got going on right now. I really do.
Sweet.
In conjunction with having, more affordable, smaller studios, I'm really excited on our next chapter. We're close. I think you would agree, Lemmy. We're closing out a chapter by leaving this building.
Yes, we are.
We're closing out a chapter, and we're open. And you know what? Quite frankly, this is even a little bit. We're opening up the last chapter.
That's right.
Wow, that sounds.
Is it?
Well, yeah. Right. I mean, yeah. What's next?
I don't know, but I'm excited about this next chapter, the last chapter, whatever you want to call it. I think it's going to be the bomb.
Yeah,
I see great things ahead for you, Bubba. I truly do.
Thank you so much. And you know what I can feel? If you just look at Lemmy, when we first, October of 2017 was our first month that we were on a visual platform. And remember, for 5 years or 4 years, however, we were Twitch exclusive.
4 years.
So in October of 2017, we go on this digital platform named Twitch. We get, I think, we sign up 180 people in the first day.
It was nice.
But no, it was
but I was saying how quick it was, because it's hard sometimes.
Then we started making $3-4 grand a month.
Yeah.
From it, and then it grew even more, and we started doing things like Bubba 199, and just expanding the show to YouTube, and I think we just hit 255,000 on Facebook.
Yeah, that's going quick too.
Oh my God, Instagram, we just hit over 60. I remember before we started, Gary and all the guys, started working on X and Insta and all that. I remember Insta, we only had we were really late to the Insta game, if you remember right.
Yes, we were.
We were it was just maybe 2 years ago we had 15,000. Now we got 60,000.
It was kind of TikTok too. TikTok was 7 2 years ago. Now we're at 60.
Well, you're one of the most entertaining and accomplished radio media personalities in the country. Howard Stern, Seth Rogen, Joe Rogan, these guys. You're in the same category as those guys, and people just need to keep discovering that they can find you and see you and enjoy your show, because it's the best, bro. You're the best.
Well,
period.
Thank you, my friend. Lovey, we can officially leave now. This puts everybody right at the top of the hour.
Perfect.
And it gets Macho out of here because he can get out of here. And we'll see you guys all tomorrow. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Thank you, Steven.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
Me, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Co-host and show historian, Leavitt.
It's Brian Matroni, king of counter program.
Gene Lasker, voice of the people. Glad you get to hear me.
Gary Cantrell, video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
Co-host, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, of Council.
Co-host, J. Diaco, Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repeat hello.